And we are live. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Let us know if you can hear us and see us okay, because I've been having microphone issues all week. But hopefully the right microphones are on today and not the wrong microphones. Welcome to a 3-player tutorial and playthrough of Assyria 2nd edition. Now, a couple of things before we start. This is a prototype copy of the game. The game is not out yet. It's going to be going on crowdfunding soon. I don't know exactly when. Shem's in the chat. Shem will tell us when it's going live. I think it's in the next couple of weeks. But Garfield Games do things a little bit differently. They have the game, even though this is a prototype, this is the finished game. And in fact, I believe it's been printed at the same printers that's going to be printing the mass production copies. Therefore, this version is going to be pretty much identical to the version that you get if you were to back the game. June the 10th. Right, okay, June the 10th, which is
not a long one.
2 weeks? 3 weeks? I don't know. 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks time. So yeah, we're here tonight. This is a sponsored video. We're going to show you how the game plays. I'm going to teach you the rules of the game. And unlike when I normally cover a prototype, when I say this is the current rules of the game, they will probably change between now and when the game comes out. That's not the case here. This game is finished. The rules that I teach you tonight, unless Shem decides to change something, but I don't think he will. We've all played it before. We are all experts at the game. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Although this is a sponsored playthrough and we don't give opinions, the original version of this game was 2009. It was one of my favourite games of the year, and I absolutely love the game, and I've been talking about it for the last 10 years. So I was very happy when they said they were doing a 2nd edition of the game. So yes, I'm a huge fan of the original game. This is slightly different. I've said it's about 80% the same-ish. It's definitely got a lot of the core stuff, but there's a few tweaks. So because you two have played before, we're not going to do a full teach up front. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a bit of an overview. We're going to start playing, and then we'll explain some of the detailed rules as we go along. Before that, though, let's give you a little bit of historical context to the game. Here we go. Put my story voice on, which is exactly the same as my normal voice.
We're listening attentively.
Before uniting to become one of history's great empires, the ancient Assyrian people expanded as smaller nomadic tribes along the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Here they fished, farmed, and flourished, despite the lingering threat of flooding. They claimed new land, constructed great ziggurats, and cultivated their influence with the surrounding civilizations. So bring your offerings and gather your gold. May your feet find favour wherever they go. Now, what happened to the Assyrians, Mark?
Lots.
Why are the Assyrians not around anymore?
Well,
Why are none of these?
like every great civilization, they kind of grow and they expand and they find new ways of fighting and growing,
Right.
and then somebody gets bigger and takes them over
And takes them over.
them.
Yeah.
When they took over the Babylonians got taken from somebody else, etc.,
Right.
etc.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, history, eh?
But they were around a long time, and they did lots of amazing stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So, we are going to be playing this game over 6 rounds. It's divided into 2 reigns, and that's not reign as in reign as in R-E-I-G-N, and each reign has 3 rounds in it, and it will end with a flood. So the flow of the game is round 1, round 2, round 3, flood, scoring opportunities, then round 4, then 5, then 6, another flood, more scoring opportunities, and then a little bit of end of game scoring, where we need to feed our people again. So the flow of the game is quite interesting in this one, because what's going to happen is we're going to be placing these huts or these settlements on the board, and the particular counter for that round is going to tell us how many we need to place, and you have to place them on the board, but then you're going to have to feed them. So in round 1, it's relatively easy because you'll place some huts on the board, you'll be able to provide them with food, hopefully. But then in round 2, we're going to get some more huts, and suddenly we're like, oh, wait a minute, we've got 6 or 7. And you might struggle to get the food. And then in round 3, you're going to have to place more huts out, and you're like, right, at that point, you're going to really struggle to provide food for them all. But then the flood comes, and when the flood comes, everything on a river is washed away. So you can actually build settlements. You're not building floating cities on the river, you're building them next to the river. But for the game purposes, it's placed on that hex there. And what happens is, when the flood happens, everything on a river is going to disappear. Ziggurats, which we're going to be building over the course of the game, you cannot build these on rivers, believe it or not, but you're going to build these on the board. These are permanent. Once they've been built, and you can actually build them up to higher levels, they are going to give you regular income of points. So the earlier you build them, the better, because they're going to be generating points for you every round, but they're really expensive to build. And you might want to use other things. You might want to do other things with your camels. Camels is one of the currencies in the game. If we look at my player board here, you will see that you start with 0 camels, but you're going to be generating camels, which you will then spend. You can save camels from one round to the next, but the recommendation is that you want to spend most of your camels, because what happens is next round, if you gain more camels than you've got capacity for, you lose any excess, and that's not good. These are the ziggurats. There's 4 different ziggurats that you can build. You have to build them in order. So once I've built the base of that one, I can then build the next one. Levels 1, levels 2 will give you a bonus. Level 3 will give you an instant benefit when you reveal it. And then there are the roofs. Now, you don't have roofs on your player board. In fact, the roofs can only be built from these civilizations. So in this game, we have a stack of these civilization tiles. We've randomly chosen 3. We've got the Egyptians up here, the Chimerians, Cimmerians, we don't know. We've never heard of these people, and the Hittites. These are going to cycle each round. What's going to happen is the Egyptians are going to disappear. These 2 are going to move up. But at the start of the game, the Egyptians and the Cimmerians, these have roofs. So these are the roofs, and you need to actually sort of, give tribute to these people, or at least use your camels to get them to build roofs for you. And that's the ziggurats. What else do we need to explain to start with? I don't think we do. I think we can dive in and start explaining how it works. The core sequence of the game I will show you is actually printed up here. So this is the flow of the game. So there are 6 rounds in the game. This is what you do. This is phase 1, which is we're going to reveal this, and it will either have a number 2, a number 3, or a number 4 on it. That tells us how many huts we're going to get for that turn. Then we're going to bid for food cards. Then, in player order, each player is going to do an expansion phase, and an expansion consists of these 6 steps. Don't worry, we'll go through them later. When everybody's done that, every player will then do an action phase in player order, and then after that, we do cleanup. We do that once, then we do that twice, then we do it a 3rd time, and after the 3rd time, we then do a flood, and when we do a flood, we do these things. So everything on the river goes. We're going to score for influence, we're going to score for offerings, and then we do the whole thing again. So everything in the game is on this sequence here, and these icons are referred to on certain cards. So for example, I'm just going to show you this card here. That is a food card. That icon tells you when that food card is used, which is there. So every card in the game has an icon at the top that's going to tell you when it is used in the game. Right, the setup. There is a little bit of setup to do once you have determined the start player. So we've randomly determined Sally's going to be the start player, then Mark, then me. But we have an initial 2 things that must be done before the game actually starts. And just so you know, we have put a gold on here, a gold on here, and a gold on here. That's because we're playing a 3-player game. In a 4-player game, you would not have the gold there. And I think in a 2-player game, you have 2 gold. I think, don't quote me on that. I've not read the rules for 2-player. We've blocked off the bottom 2 rows with the 4th colour in the game. That's because we're playing a 3-player game. And in fact, you could either block off these 2 rows, or you could block off those 2 rows, or you could block off the top and the bottom row. We've blocked off these 2 rows today. That's the 3-player setup. So it's a gold on each of these, and you block off 2 of the rows. In a 4-player game, you wouldn't block off anything, and you wouldn't have any gold on there. So what we then do is we reveal 4 food cards. So what we've got, I'm just going to show you this in a bit closer detail. Apologies for the glare. There's numbers on the cards. And what happens is we've revealed 4 food cards from the deck, and then we've ordered them based on the numbers. So the number 1 went at the top, then it was the 2 number 2s in the order in which they came out, and then it's the number 3. So they always go so that they're in numeric order. Now what's going to happen, because Sally's first, Sally is going to choose which of those cards she wants to bid on. And her bid can either be 0, 1, or 3, and you're bidding with victory points, which is why every player starts with 10 victory points. Now, once you've bid on something, unless you go on the 3, which means it's yours, nobody can outbid you, then somebody else might come along and bid more than you, at which point you then have to go somewhere else. And this process carries on until each player is on a row on their own, and that means that they are going to claim that particular food card. Remember, this is just set up, but the bidding mechanism is actually used throughout the game, so that's why I'm explaining it a bit more now. That order, so whoever is the highest leader on this track will place their ziggurat on the board first, and placement and the position where you place it can be really important. So we're going to jump in and we're going to start off, and Sally is going to decide which of those food cards do you want? So this one is one fish. This one, now Shem will correct us on this. We think this is rice, but we're not sure. I couldn't find it in the rule book. So we got one fish, we got 2 rice, also 2 rice, and 3 wheat.
Possibly be salt, but it'd be a big bowl of salt.
It'd be a big bowl of salt. Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to go for the 2 rice because
But you don't really want it, do you?
I do really want it. And I want to go.
You're not giving any
first
points,
to put
though.
my-
But you're not giving any points.
Well, I'm not giving any points here.
Okay, so now it's Mark. So Mark, if he wanted to, if he said, well, actually, this is 2 rice and this is 2 rice, but the advantage of taking this one is he will go first in the next bit of the game. You might decide that's worth a point to him, and he might decide to go there, or he might not, or he might go down here. He might decide to take 3 wheat. It's yogurt. Okay, so we're all wrong.
Oh, curd.
It's
Okay,
yogurt.
nice.
Thank
That
you.
makes sense. So I could guarantee first by going there that I think will be bad. I like this one. I think Sally's made a good choice, but I think she's underbid. So I'm going to give up a point.
No.
Yeah. So Mark has to immediately pay that point now. So Mark has bid a point, but he actually spends a point. Now, it would be me next, but because Sally has been outbid, she immediately has to move somewhere else. Now, she could move on to the 3, and therefore she'd get the card that she wanted, but she'd be paying 3 points for it. Or could go somewhere else.
So I've moved on from yogurt. I don't like it anymore.
Now that
I
you
like
know
it
it's not
when it's
rice.
rice. Yeah. So I'm going to go zooming all the way up there and have 3 wheat.
It's 3
I
wheat,
think.
but
But Paul could actually oust you from that
He
too if he wished
could
to.
as well.
He could oust me from this if he wanted to.
well, this is the thing. So if I go here, I need to get into Sally's mind and go, if I go here, is Sally just going to go somewhere else? And then I'm left going last in the next bit.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go here. I think this card is as good as this card. In fact, it's identical. And I'm happy making second choice.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is all still part of setup. We haven't started the game yet. But what's now going to happen is Mark is going to get that card. Now, these food cards stay in
2
front of you.
yogurts. Both
2
strawberry.
yogurts. So they stay in front of you. They're not going to expire. You have to spend them to feed your people on the board. But you don't, the cards stick around. They don't disappear at the end of the round. And then what you do is you put your thing here and you get to place your ziggurat on the board. Now, I'm going to show you my board again. So these are the 4 ziggurats that Mark can choose from. And each one of them is going to unlock a special ability because each one of these is tied to a particular action. And if Mark, for example, decides to build that one, it means this action is actually better for him than it would have been. So the decision of which one you take off can be important. And obviously where you put it on the board.
You may have read my mind there, Paul,
Oh, right.
because
You got
this
it
is the
up.
one that allows you extra cards. Currently a ratio of 3 to 1, but now becomes a 2 to 1 if I use that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for that.
Because that's the one I took last night. And I won. So,
And he
Mark-
crashed us.
so your starting ziggurat must go either on this side of the rivers or this side of the rivers. At the start of the game, it cannot go on the nice green area inside the 2 rivers.
And as I've got 2 yogurts, I feel as though I should put this next to a place 2 yogurts because I put my huts out and I could feed at least 2 of them. So I'm actually going to go
Okay,
hither.
right. Me next. So I go here, I take this card. Now, my restriction is the same. I can only go on this side or this side. But I also, and this is just for setup, I cannot place it within 3. So I can't go here, I can't go here. I could go here, for example, or I could go here, or I could go anywhere over this side. And I need to decide which one of these I'm going to take off. I'm going to take off this one, which is different from what I did last night. So I can buy gold at a slightly better, well, not a slightly better ratio, but I can buy more gold.
Yeah.
And based on the fact that I've got this, so I would have probably gone here, but I can't because you're there.
A win.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to go here. Okay, and then Sally, you get this 3 wheat card.
Thank you very much.
50% more than us, Sally.
And I'm going to choose something
Yeah, just
different.
keep that just there.
Thank
There you
you.
go.
So I'm going to put my offering ziggurat down,
Okay,
and it's all looking a bit crowded.
it is a
over
bit
there.
crowded over here.
So I'm actually going to go over there.
Okay. Right, and then, as the last part of setup, this food card that wasn't taken, that is discarded. That isn't the case when we actually start the full game, but in setup, the card that wasn't chosen goes. Right, we're ready. So 6 rounds. The first thing that happens is we're going to reveal this. Now, just to tell you, there are 4 of these green markers included in the game. One of them has a 2 on it, 2 of them have a 3, and 1 of them has a 4. Mark has shuffled these. He's promised that he's not secretly looked at them. But we don't know what this one is. This could be a 2, a 3, or a 4. We don't know. I'm going to put it over there. But Mark, do you want to reveal the first one?
I will reveal the first one. And we have a 3.
A 3. So what we now do is each of us take 3 huts from the main supply, which is off the board, and we put them into our growth area of our player board. Now you may notice, if you were looking closely, you would have seen that I've actually got one of these huts in my personal supply. So these are the 3 that we've gained at the start of this round. I must place these on the board, right? This one is optional. I can choose to place this one on the board if I want to. It will generate points or camels for me, but I will have to feed for it. So I have to place these 3. I may choose to place that one if I want to. But that's the first thing that happens. Next thing that happens is the food cards. Okay, so because we're playing a 3-player game, you always reveal 1 more card than the number of players. So what we do is we deal out 4 food cards, and then we're going to reorganize them based on the numbers.
So do that.
So the 4 go to the bottom, the 2 ones go to the top, the 2's next. And then we do exactly the same for the next column. We'll just move that down here because that's a 4, that's a 1, that's a 1, and that's a 3. And then, and this is new for this edition of the game, we have the favour cards. So favour cards are a completely different type of card. These are not food cards. These will give all sorts of different special abilities. And these aren't numbered. So these just go out like so. So now what we're doing is we're bidding again. And this bidding follows exactly the same rules as we've just explained, except it's now in this order. So we now just need to take a minute and have a look at what's available, because we're thinking ahead. We are going to be expanding. I'm going to be putting 3 huts on the board, possibly a 4th. I need to make sure that I get the food cards that enables me to feed my huts, depending on where I place them. Because you may have seen, each of these hexes on the board has a particular food type. So we have grapes, we have fish, we have yogurt, we have meat, and we have wheat. And if you don't feed them, they die. It's as simple as that. You put the huts down, and then you've got to feed them straight away. And if you don't feed them, they disappear. So, yeah, there's a bit of planning ahead in this, isn't there?
There is.
Now, looking at this, the top row, that's 1 grape and 1 yogurt. That's 1 grape and 1 yogurt. Down here, suddenly it gets really good. But there's 3 of us playing the game, so
This is anything, isn't it?
that is a
Any
wild
food
card.
stuff.
So there is an icon in the game which is a basket with all 5 food types in. That can be used as one of any type of food. And also, just go back to my player board, each player starts the game with 2 of these plough tiles. For those of you in the UK, that's P-L-O-W. No, P-L-O-U-G-H. For those of you in America, it's P-L-O-W. But it's a plough tile. You start the game with 1 of them face up, and that can be used as any type of food. And then when you've used it, it gets flipped over. And there is a way that you can flip them back. But essentially, this is 1 of any type of food whenever I want to use it. So, Mark,
I think I'm going to make a ridiculous move.
are you going to bid 3?
I think I'm going to bid 3.
Mark knows the importance of food, having watched half of his people die last night.
Yeah. This seems really bad, and I'm sure it's a mistake. But I'm going to invest. I'm going to invest for the future.
Okay.
I'm going to take care of my people, and I'm actually going to go.
Is this a rousing speech?
This is it.
3 points.
I've lost 4 points already. Points are hard to come by.
But that's it. That Mark has guaranteed that row will be his.
This is quite nice as well.
You
I
can't
quite
get
like
it.
this one.
That
That
is
was
a
another
great
thing about it.
Right. Tis me next. Well, I'm considering doing exactly the same down here because these cards are so much better than these cards. But I
Folks, you're so mean.
I'm not going to. Oh, no, but if I do that... So here's what I was thinking. I was thinking I was going to go on the 1 to make Sally pay 3.
Yeah.
But I'm still losing 1 point just
You
by
are.
going there.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose 1 point.
No. So you're going to go on the 3.
But if I don't, if I go up here...
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to go on the 0 bidding space for this bottom row.
So then Sally can lose a point, and then you can lose 3 points.
Yeah.
Or Sally can just say,
Yeah.
I'm going to lose 3 points.
That's interesting, because if I went here, I lose 3 points.
Yeah.
If I go here, then Sally can't let me have that for nothing.
No.
So she'd go there,
Yeah,
costing
yeah.
her 1 point, and then I'd lose the 3.
Yeah.
So actually, by doing that, I've cost Sally a point.
But you've given up the chance of securing it if you really,
Because
really
Sally
want
could
to.
go straight to the 3.
She could. This is really good.
It's a very simple bidding mechanism.
So straightforward.
Yes.
There's so much in it.
I am actually going to have.
You're going to lose the 3 points.
So
I am.
points are passe.
Yeah, I think basically,
Yeah.
if you two carry on losing 3 points a round,
You're going to win.
then I'll just win.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Where are you going, Paul?
Well, where am I going? Well, I mean, both of those are identical, apart from.
I'll give you a hut you won't be able to feed.
I'm going to go here. Okay, so that's it. The bidding round is over. What then happens is we now do, as I mentioned, we have an expansion phase. So I'm going to do my expansion phase first, and I'm going to follow these 6 steps one by one. First of all, I'm going to place my huts on the board. Then I'm going to feed all of my huts. Then any huts that weren't fed are going to die. Then I get an opportunity to build wells. Then I'm going to generate camels, and then I'm going to generate victory points. Let's go through those one by one now. So I'm going to place 3 huts. Every time you place a hut, it must be placed adjacent to either one of your ziggurats or one of your huts. Or, and we'll see this later on, but there's a thing in the game called boats. And if there is a boat on a hex, then it means, for example, if there's a boat here, it means I can now go here. And the boat is not owned by any player. So once there's a boat there, which can only be placed on a river and will get washed away in the flood, it means that everybody can use the boat for adjacency. None of us have any boats yet. So I'm going to take my cards. And now I'm going to take my turn. So what have I got? I've got three bowls of yogurt and a grape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on here.
There's your grape.
Ooh. I'm going to go on here because I do have this. So I do have my plough. I can use that plough to generate a fish. And I'm going to go here. Now the question is whether I also want to place this. And there is a reason, and you'll see in a minute, why I have put one on each river. I don't know.
Tricky one for you.
I don't, because if I do, I can afford to feed it.
This round.
But no, I'm not going to place it. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. So what we now do is we now feed all of our huts. And there's a way that this is recommended in the rulebook, and it recommends, I think, moving the huts to the top and then moving them down once they're fed. What we actually did last night is we put it over the symbol. However you do it, it's completely up to you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this grape card to feed that hut. Then I'm going to use this yogurt card to feed that one. And then I'm going to use this plough. So I flip that over to feed that one. So this one here with 2 yogurt on, I've kept this card. That'll be useful for later on.
And you have to feed, don't you?
You have to feed.
You can't choose not to.
You cannot choose not to feed them. If you have a way of feeding them, you have to feed them, even if it means not getting any benefit, not getting the full benefit of a card. So let's say, for example, I did place that one there. 1 yogurt, I've got the card with 2 yogurt on it. So I would have to use this card, even though I was only using one of the icons. You don't get any change. But I've chosen to keep that for next time. So all huts that weren't fed die. They're all okay. And now what we do is camels. So there's 2 things that your huts can produce. Camels or points. If they're on a river, they produce camels and no points. If they're not on a river, they produce points and no camels. It's as simple as that. So let's do the camels first. The first hut of yours on each river generates 3 camels. So I have 1 hut on this river, 1 hut on this river, so I generate 6 camels. If I had any other huts on the same river, every additional hut would generate 2 camels. So if I'd have done that instead, that would have only been 5 camels. But because I've spread out across the 2 different rivers, that's 6 camels. Then points. Every hut outside of the rivers generates 1 point. Every hut between the rivers generates 2 points. So I generate 2 points. before we did the camels and the points, I did have the opportunity to construct wells. But in order to construct a well, you need to have 3 huts around one of these circles on the board. And these are only outside of the rivers, not inside the river. So if you've got 3 of your huts like that, you can put a well on there. And placing a well immediately gets you 2 camels, and it increases the number of camels that you can get. But I didn't do that. But that happens before you do the camel income and the points income. Right, that's it. That's my expansion phase done. So, Mark, you're next.
Yeah, so I'm going to take these cards.
Take your cards.
Oh, I feel as though I might be a bit mean here.
I mean, that's a choice that you can make.
Oh, because I need to do some stuff. So, I've got rice. I think I'm going to go there.
Yogurt.
Oh, yeah. So, got meat. There's meat in there.
Salty yogurt. That's definitely meat.
I've also got another yogurt.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use that for where the meat.
Ooh.
I know. That feels really, really mean.
Well, that's
but
fine, 'cause certainly doesn't.
that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Yeah. So you're placing 4.
I'm placing 4.
Okay. Feeding.
Coming to feed them, I'm going to do my yogurt and my yogurt with this
that
one.
card, yeah.
I'm going to do my meat and my meat, and I'm going to waste a meat.
Okay. So you've got a 3 meat card, but you're using 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, have you done camels? Yeah.
Well, now it's well building.
That's
So you're not
okay,
building
yes.
any wells. And
No.
now we do camels. So you've got the same.
6.
Again, we've played this before, so we know that the optimum way of getting camels is at the start of the game, 1 on each river. So you get 6 camels, and you get 4 points.
So
In fact, sorry, there is a mistake I made.
forgot
Apologies.
the
We
ziggurat.
forgot points for the ziggurats as well. When you are scoring points, you also score points for your ziggurats, and it's 1 point for each piece. And apologies if somebody's mentioned that in the chat. Shem's just mentioned it. Yes, thank you. So every piece that you have of every ziggurat you have, this is when it scores you points. So I get a point, and you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
There you go. You're
4
at 10.
points I've given away.
Yeah, you got some of them back.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And then Sally,
Well done.
you get those cards.
Well, Mark, just
Just bring those cards there,
yeah.
so we can see.
I'm sorry.
made me
Right.
have to think of a new
At least you've got
way.
lots of flexibility there.
You have
I
2 wild
do,
cards there.
Yeah. So, what I'm going to
We're going to be
do,
friends. We're going to
we're not
build
be
huts
friends
along the
after
riverside
this.
together.
Who's driving
My
it?
friend.
I am.
So I am going to. I'm going to try and build across 2
Can do that
rivers.
one, can't you? Potentially.
I can.
Can you do
I
that
can
one as
also.
well?
Well, I can do either really.
Of course, because you've got massive
Because
flexibility.
I've
Yeah.
got
You got the plough as well.
3 potentially. So I'm going to go. Here and here and here and here.
Okay, so you're placing your 4 as well.
I am.
It's very symmetrical. This.
Well, less
I
mean
approve.
now as well.
Okay, so feeding.
So
So your 3 wheat card that you got at the start, you're going to
I'm
keep.
just going
you're
to
gonna
keep that, and I'm going to turn that over.
Mhm.
So I get 1 fish who is fed.
Yeah,
So from top to bottom.
or just cover over the
yeah.
icon. Yeah.
And I have 1, 2, 3 kind of wild things that I feed, which is there, and my plough
Okay.
that I use.
Yeah.
Can you not
Could you not?
I
Could
think you can
keep
do it
the
another
plough?
way.
I think you can keep the plough.
fish?
Yeah.
No,
No,
I
because
didn't
you
have
haven't
that.
done
Oh, you didn't go with
If you'd
yogurt.
gone there,
Yeah.
you've done that there. Yeah.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've
Much.
not. So we flip
Great.
the plough back. Flip the plough back.
That was a sneaky ploy because I want to go there.
Okay, and camels, no well building, but now camels and points. And it's the same as Mark. It's
Yeah.
6 camels and 5 points. 2 for that one, 2 for that one, 1 for that one.
Marvellous.
5 points. Right. Next is the action phase. So the action phase is resolved in this order. So I'm going to go first. And the first thing you do is you put your leader there. And then I'm going to do actions. Now, bear with me. There are 11 different actions that you can do in this game. And when I said this to you last night, you looked at me horrified and went, 11 different actions?
Yeah.
There are 11 different actions. I am going to cover them briefly now, and you'll see them as we play. So the first one I want to mention is this. Spend 3 camels to flip over both of your ploughs. If only one of them is face down, then you can still do it. It's just not as efficient. So that action number 1, spend 3 camels. So this is the icon for spending camels, flips over both of these. The next 4 actions that I want to mention are all printed at the bottom of your board here. Now, these are restricted to once per round. What you do is when you've done it, you flip the tile over just as a reminder that you've done it. So this action is making an offering, and at the start of the game, if you haven't built any of the ziggurats from that column, it is a 1 for 1. So I can spend 1 camel to move 1 space up on the offering track. I'll show you that in a minute. If I had have unlocked this, which Sally has, Sally can do 2 for 2, or she could do 1 for 1 if she wanted. So it's not a better exchange rate, but it does allow you to do more of it. The next one is you can spend 3 camels to buy 1 hut or 1 boat and 1 farmer. We've not seen the farmers yet either. We'll explain them when they happen. And again, if you remove this ziggurat, it becomes 2 for 1, and if you remove the next one, I believe it becomes 1 for 1. This action is to spend 3 camels to take 1 card that is still on the main board. So we've left 3 cards on the main board. That is 3 camels to take 1 of them. The final action on this board is this one, which is spending camels to gain gold. You're going to need gold in order to give tribute to the other civilizations. So because I've unlocked this space, it means I could trade 2 camels for 2 gold if that is what I wanted to do. So that's 5 actions covered already. The next action to cover is starting a new ziggurat. Now, the base cost of starting a new ziggurat is 7, but you get a discount of 1 for every base that you've already built. So at the start of the game, the first one is actually 6 for everybody. If once I've built this one, my next one would be 5, etc., etc. Now, ziggurats must be placed on the board, and they can only be placed where you have a hut. They cannot be placed on top of the river, and the only other limitation is that they cannot be placed next to a well. So if there was a well there, you cannot put a ziggurat next to the well. But yeah, you can start having ziggurats all over the place, and you can start having them next to each other, etc., etc. So that's starting a new ziggurat. The next action I want to explain is building up an existing ziggurat. So to build the next level costs 4, but once you've built one of them, it then becomes 3, and then it becomes 2, etc., etc. Or once it's that level, you can then spend 3 camels to put the top piece on. And the top piece, as I briefly mentioned earlier, that gives you a one-off ability as soon as you've removed that piece. Now, there is a limitation on ziggurats. Each ziggurat of yours on the board can only have 1 piece added to it per round. So if I build a new one here, for example, I cannot immediately put the next level on the same one. I am allowed to build a new one there and then put the next level on here, but then I can't put another one in there. So each of your ziggurats can have 1 piece added to it per round. So the next action to explain is the roofs, which again I briefly mentioned earlier on. The only roof tiles, the only roofs available are here and here, and the way that you get them is, and I've got a preset for this I think, is spending the camels. So if you spend 2 camels here, the Egyptians will allow you to take this roof tile and you will get to put it on top of one of your ziggurats, but only when it's reached level 3. And down here is the Cimmerians, are we going to call them? We'll call them that.
Yeah, let's do it.
The horse nomads. They've got one as well. There isn't one here at the moment, but one will get added to here potentially over the course of the game. So how many actions is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 3 more. Tribute. Tribute. So we can give tribute to the Egyptians by spending 3 camels, or the Cimmerians by spending 2, or the Hittites by spending 1. When you give tribute, you have to give them either gold or a boat. If you give them gold, you put it on one of the gold spaces here. I'll just show you this in a bit more detail. So there's 3 spaces here for these guys. So you would put it on here, and you would immediately get 3 influence. Now, influence is this track here. Influence is important because there are food tokens on here for the first player that lands on it. There are certain thresholds that when you cross over from 5 to 6, 9 to 10, or from, what is it, 12 to 13 and 14 to 15, you get 2 points. And also there is going to be some end of round scoring, which can be quite a lot, and it's based on how far you are up on the influence track. Well, relative to the other players. So that's another thing you can do. You can give tribute. The top space, the dark shaded space, that is for a boat. So if you had a boat, you can actually use 3 camels and a boat to go on the top space there. Yeah. Also, whenever you give tribute, as well as getting the influence, so let me just take that off, you also get the tribute bonus. Now, all of these are fully explained in the rulebook, but they all do different things, and you can use those abilities. So, for example, this is actually to remove one of your huts, which is on the river, to gain an extra influence and 1 victory point, which might seem really bad.
Good just before a flood.
But when you're about to lose them and you can't afford to feed them anyway.
But not now.
So, what actions have we missed?
I think that was...
No, there's 11 actions. Which ones are missed?
There weren't 8, 9, 10, 11, though.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Right, gaining plows, yes. Building a new ziggurat, yes. Building an existing ziggurat higher, yes. Making offerings. Purchasing huts, ships and farmers. Gaining a card, gaining gold. Making a tribute. Oh, building a hut. If you have a hut on your personal supply, you can just build it. Doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to feed it, because we've already passed that point in the game. But you also don't get any points or camels for it, because, again, we've already passed that point in the game. Why would you want to do that? I think there's 2 reasons why you want to do that. The first one is when you build a ziggurat, it has to go on one of your huts. So if I really wanted to build a ziggurat here, I have a spare hut. I could say, I'm going to put a hut there, then I'm going to build a ziggurat over the top of it. Or if I thought, wait a minute, I want to grab a position before one of you two do for next round. So placing a hut is an action. Placing a ship is also an action. If you have a ship, it goes on one of the rivers and it makes everything adjacent to it. And if you have a farmer, placing a farmer. We'll explain these when somebody does one. And if we get to the end of the game and nobody's done one, I'll then explain how that works. I think that might be
I'm glad you're counting.
all 11 actions. Okay, no, farmer. Sorry, you can't place a farmer as an action.
Oh.
No, ignore that one. Farmers are only placed when you're about to feed.
Ah.
The last action is playing a favour card. So
Yeah.
all of these favour cards have abilities on them, and most of them are played during the action phase. Now, some of them, like this one, there's another icon on here. I could play this at a different time, but yeah, most of the favour cards are played during the action phase. Now, one quick note about favour cards. On the bottom of the favour card, and I'll just show you this quickly on my player board, here, you'll notice it's a camel, but it's on a yellow disc. What that means is I can use this to gain 1 camel. So every single favour card in the game can be thrown away as if it was a camel. Sometimes you will want to do that because you don't want the ability that's on it. Anyway, it's my go. I've got 6 camels. What am I going to do with those 6 camels? Well,
I know what I want to do, so please don't do it.
okay. Well, since I've improved this, I think I'm going to do it. So I'm going to spend 2 of my camels to take 2 gold. Now, because I've got 2 gold, that kind of leans into me doing tribute.
Yep.
But I don't like these ones.
No,
I mean, that's
right.
that's killing a thing on the river. I mean, I could do that. Let's do it. Let's do it. I didn't like them anyway. So I am going to give tribute to the Egyptians. So it's going to cost me 3 camels. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to place a gold on here. I immediately get 3 influence. 2, 3. And I'm then going to resolve the Egyptian's ability, which is to remove a hut from a river. Gone. And I get 1 more influence and 1 point. Now, I hadn't realised this, but by me getting 1 influence, I get this food token. So that is a wild food token. And I also get a point. I've got 1 camel left. Now, I could save that camel for next time. The worry about saving a camel is that I generate like 9 camels next turn and then saving it was a waste. So I'm actually going to spend 1 camel to move up the offerings track. So let's look at the offerings track, which is here. Everybody starts off on the bottom of this track, and my ability is spend 1 camel to move 1 space up. So I do. Move 1 space up there. Now, there's 2 things on this track to mention. First thing is, we've got the numbers on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. This tells me now that whenever there is a flood, which is only twice during the game, every well that I have on the board, I'll just scroll down so you can see that. There you go. Every well that I have on the board is going to generate me 1 point. I currently don't have any wells, but as I move this offering marker up, I'm going to get more points for my wells. This here is how many points you will get when there's a flood for every ziggurat which has been started. Not for every piece, just for the bottom pieces. The next thing that I want to mention about this track is as soon as somebody's marker goes to here, this is another roof. So what they do is they take this roof from here and they place it on an empty roof space on here. At the moment, there's only this one. So they would take that roof, they would put it here, and they would get the bonus printed on the space, which is a gold. If somebody was to take a roof from here and they are all full, then all of these roofs disappear, and then they place the new roof on the board. So that's how, once these roofs have gone, that's how new roofs enter the game. Anyway, I've just moved one space up. That's it. That is all my camels spent. I am done.
And I was going to try and get up this track as well, so
There you
painful,
go.
isn't it? So I move this here when I'm about to take my action.
Yep. And you've also got 6 camels.
6 camels. I feel as though I want to build ziggurats early.
Okay. What,
So
build a
reduce-
new one or
No,
build? Okay.
I can't build a new one
You can.
because I can't build them here, can I?
Yeah.
I can build them
Yeah.
there.
It can't be built on the rivers.
That would cost me 6. It would be all of my camels
Would
to
be
build
all
a
of your
ziggurat.
camels. But
I feel as though I don't want to do that.
okay, so what
Not
you're going to
yet.
do is you're going
I'm
to
spend 4
build
camels.
this
1,
one.
2, 3,
4.
4. Like that.
Yeah. And that means that your ability for that column is now you can spend 1 camel
To get one
to
of
take
these.
1 card from here.
Yeah. And that feels like quite a good thing to do.
Yeah.
So I've got a rice there. Rice, and I've got no rice. I've got 2 rice pieces. That's quite good. But this gave me a hut.
Double-edged sword.
Does this also gain a hut?
That's
here?
move.
Move a
that's
hut.
move a
Oh,
hut.
I see. That's why they're horse people, because they move around.
Yep.
Okay.
There's theme in Euro games.
Yeah. So I am going to use this 1 camel.
Move one of your huts to an adjacent space containing no other huts or ziggurats.
I am going to get rice.
Take some yogurt.
Oh, sorry.
Rice yogurt.
I would like to do that again for this, but I can't because I've already turned that one over. So that's not a goer. So I think this track also is quite useful. So I'm going to spend the last one
To move one up
to
here.
move one up there.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
6
done.
camels spent. Sally?
I am going
Also
to
have 6
spend
camels.
all of them in one go to build.
Oh, you're going to build a second
a
ziggurat.
ziggurat.
Okay. So it can go
Which
there
is
or there.
Going to go
Okay, interesting.
there.
Wow. It's a
Which is
bold
the one
It's
move.
which
interesting
then-
because what you've built a new ziggurat,
Yeah.
whereas you've increased the height of that one.
Yeah.
In terms of points,
Same.
it's exactly the same,
Mm-hmm.
except for the purposes of offerings. Sally's got 2 ziggurats. You've only got 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've all spent our camels. That's the end of the action phase. We now do cleanup for round 1. So the only thing that happens really in cleanup is
These go away, do they?
they'll go away. Any remaining cards go. We're going to cycle out the Egyptians. It's been a nice time, isn't it?
Goodbye.
See ya.
Farewell.
And who do we have today? We have the Elamites.
Elamites.
What were they famous for?
Oh, stuff.
Stuff.
For giving you
So-
green people.
Yes,
They're very sickly people.
farming. I think that's it. I think that's all that happens in cleanup. It's fairly
Quite slick,
it's-
isn't it?
it's
It is
clean,
quite slick.
Cleanup. Rise and fall of empires. Discard any food cards. Oh yeah, face down tile. So the actions that you did, which I should have flipped that over.
Oh, I should have put that
They
right.
now flip back.
Yeah.
They're basically just as a reminder that you can only do them once per round. Clean up. Da, 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 da. And then, if that was round 3, we'd do a flood. It's not, so we start round 2. So we flip over the next
Da, da, da. 4.
4. This is going to be hard
Oh, dear.
now to feed.
Really will be.
So we get 4 new ones. And let's do the food cards.
It's a bit scary.
Yeah, if you want to do the favour cards. So 1, 2, 4, 3.
Oh, look at this. Come on, make it a good 2. Oh.
No.
Okay.
Good.
Now, we learned this when we were playing last night. What's really interesting is that because I went first in the previous round, it means I'm going first for the bidding in this round. So if something really good comes up, I could just grab it for 3 points.
And you're winning by 3
By
points.
2 points.
We've all sacrificed points, but we should just do it.
Well, the thing is, that 4's come out. The fact that the 4 has come out instead of the 2, that's changed the game. Because if that was the 2, we'd be fine.
Yeah.
But I also need to look at what's on here because I killed my grape. Those guys there that live by that river eating grapes, well, they're not here anymore. So, which one of these do I want?
You've got lean, aren't you? You actually literally got 50%
Yeah.
of what we've got. And Sally's lost one as well.
Oh,
Decisions.
I mean, I do have this. I don't have my plough anymore. I do have this.
You stole from me.
Yeah.
At this stage, you do want
Oh,
quite tricky.
it is very tricky. So I don't know whether I really want. Okay, so yeah, that works. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to bid 3 points for that one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it means I'm going last, but it means that I've got the resources. Now, if you were nearer to me, I might not do that, but I'm kind of hoping you're not going to. You might do. You might suddenly sweep up here.
This one here, resolve one tribute bonus.
Yeah, so you either get that bonus, or that bonus.
But you do it at this
In the action
stage.
phase, yes.
This is interesting. So draw one food card, which
Yeah.
happens in the feeding.
Shall we say the farmer could be useful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that, you see, that's 5 food in a farmer.
Shall I just explain what the farmers do? So the farmers, we have not explained these yet, but you place the farmers once you've got them. You place them in the feeding phase. And what you do is you put the farmer over the food icon. Now, that doesn't mean that they don't need to be fed. They still have to be fed, but they can now be fed with anything. Now, that's really useful because if you've got a card that provides 3 grapes, for example, and you've only got 2 grape settlements on the board, then that can be your third one. So, yeah, farmers, initially when I read the rules for farmers, I thought, these don't seem that useful, but actually they give you a lot more flexibility. Now, farmers are not owned by anybody, so if that hut was to be removed and somebody else was to build there, then they would benefit from that farmer. You can put farmers on the river spaces and they will disappear in the flood. There you go, that's what farmers do.
This feels quite brutal because this food card could give 3 food.
That is a random food card from the top of the
And you
deck
draw it when you build.
or in the action phase.
So
your
that
choice.
that could be equivalent to what you've just got.
Yeah, it could. Or it could be it could be one grain of rice.
My problem is the type of land I'm trying to feed, and these do no good for me.
Yeah.
Sally and I both want this one.
But how much?
How
are
much do
you
you want to-
prepared?
So my
to-
inclination is to go for this and take a punt. If these were better, but they're not. You know, all my people would die if I do that. So I think on that basis, I think I'm gonna. This is ridiculous. 3 points.
Wow.
Points are. That's it. Said that already.
Okay.
And
Well, there you go then. So,
I'm gonna have
You want the top one?
Yeah.
okay. So it's your action phase first.
Oh,
It is.
Yeah,
Okay.
We'll
We'll take that. Look at that.
No, yeah, that happens in the action phase.
Great.
So you
So-
you must place 4 huts on the. But you're going to use that now.
But I can do the. I can
Yeah.
draw
So
the food card.
this
now,
favour
yeah.
card has actually got 2 icons on it. It can be used in the action phase. It can also be used in the hut building phase. And Sally's going to use it now.
You so
Now.
victory or
So,
something.
This is
scary.
draw a
Free,
food
but not
card
wheat.
from the top of the deck.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, free fish.
You got a really good one.
Glorious.
Oh, I would have loved that. I should have gone for that.
This is a beautiful thing. So so I've only got room for 9.
Oh, it's round 2. Round 2, all fish go off. Sorry,
I actually
Unless you
believe
got a
in
cannery.
that.
You need a
I
cannery.
actually believe
I'll just write it in the rule book. Round 2, all fish go off.
So, in terms of putting my huts down and how many things I get, so I get 3.
3 camels for the first hut on each river.
Yeah.
And
okay,
2 camels for
after.
each subsequent
And
hut.
I've only got room for 9 at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to.
So 1 more on
to
each would be
put-
10 camels total.
Yeah. So that's all I want really. So I'm gonna. So that one is going to feed that chap. I'm then going to do a little fishy one there.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to do a little one of those ones there.
It's quite tricky
It is quite
because you've got 3 fish and you've got 3 wheat.
I know.
You managed to get 2 fish there. Can you get a 3rd fish? You could go over there and kill this one potentially, or put one there and kill that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a wheat one, and you want the wheat one because you can feed that one. But you want to keep that. Oh, it's really hard, Sally.
So at the moment, I've got a wheat, and thank you. I'll put 1. It's a really interesting puzzle, I have to say. I could cross over to the other side of the river.
Yeah, go on.
No. I'm going to lean into the wheat a bit. Let's do.
Leading to Weetabix.
Yeah.
Nice.
A wheat. And I've got another.
You've got 1 more that you have to place.
You've got a fish there, but you can't access any more wheat.
I'm just going to end up. There's another fish over there that I could just get some points.
Oh, you
for.
could, couldn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just do
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Right.
So
Who
feeding.
knows how on earth
So-
who's going to be fed? So let's do the fish. 3 fish.
3 fish. So 1,
1,
2,
2, and the one up there.
3.
Okay, great. So let's do 3 wheat, which is 1, 2.
2. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Proper again.
And then this one here will feed that
The
one.
grapes. Yep.
And then I don't use that wheat,
So your
and I
rice-
need
your
to
yogurt.
You plough.
use him.
Oh, I see.
Plan for the
Okay.
yogurt.
That.
Nice. So you did manage to feed them all
And you managed to keep a wheat.
this round.
Yeah, no, they're all going to die next time.
So you get 10 camels, but you've only got room for 9.
Yep.
So
Great.
1 camel wanders off.
Well
And in
done.
terms of points, you get
Cooked
2
it.
for that one, 2 for that one, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points. Okay, Mark, grab your cards.
Oh,
Place your hut.
so hard. I need some help, everybody. Help me. In many ways. Okay. So I've got 4 huts I need to put down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking. Do you place the well before they die or
No.
after they die?
So it's place huts,
Yeah.
feed huts,
Ah,
kill huts, then build wells, get camels, get points.
yeah. So that's a bit of a problem. So I've got a yogurt. So I think I definitely need to build another yogurt. I do like the idea of trying to do.
Your camel bracelet has been spotted.
Oh, really?
There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you. And also ziggurat earrings.
Ziggurat earrings.
And vaguely Assyrian necklace.
Yeah.
So I want to go here to get my 3rd yogurt, but I can't. So I'm going to go there to build a bridge. To do that.
Yeah.
And I am going to try and put down a well. Which means this one will die, but it's okay. So I've got 6 currently, so I don't need to do any more if I do that. And then I've got this one. I've got too many huts. So I've got 1, 2, 3 of those. So my meat, I've got 3 meat, and they're all going to die. So that one's going to die, and that one's going to die if that's the case. This is bad news. I have got this wheat So maybe if I put that one there like that.
Okay.
I think it's probably
Okay.
not good.
Right. Let's do the feeding then.
Oh, I've got a farmer.
You can use the farmer.
Definitely use the farmer.
So you're playing the card now to gain a farmer,
Yeah.
because that card can be played in
Yeah.
the building of huts.
I've got my farmer. So I need to do this the right way around. So if
Okay.
I put yogurt, and yogurt.
Yeah, that's those 3 done.
So I've got to, I need to do this one. That's really important because I want to keep my well. So I think I might use this one for that one.
So use the plough tile for
Yep.
that meat. Yep.
And then I'm going to use grapes. I've got no other grapes, have I?
So this is where the farmer can come in.
The farmer comes in. Now I've got 8, 9, 10. What well's going to go down. So in fact, I can get rid of. So if I put that one there, then the farmer will get washed away.
Yeah. It's
That's-
not, yeah, okay.
That's the downside. Yeah. So I think probably. So that's 1, 2, 3. No, I want him to
Yeah.
do that.
So you're,
this
putting,
one.
you're putting the farmer there,
Yeah.
which means
To
instead of
cover.
meat, they're going to eat grapes.
Yeah.
And is that it? So you've got this one that needs wheat.
Oh,
You have wheat.
I do have
You
wheat.
must feed it if you can.
Yeah. Okay, I will feed it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to feed it.
This one wants to eat meat.
Yeah, I can't do that.
And you've no ploughs.
No plows.
Okay, so that one dies.
That one dies. It's okay though because I've built a well,
You have.
which is what I tried to do.
Yeah. So as you said, well, you've got 3 of your own huts around a well, so that goes there. And the immediate bonus for building a well is 2 camels. And now we work out your camels. So you get 3, 6, you get 8 camels.
And I've made capacity of 1,
There you go.
so I've got capacity for another 8. So that was why I wanted to manage that.
Perfect time. Points. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points. There you
Made
go.
a whole 5 points so far.
All done.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
the black and purple pieces are not easy to differentiate. That's because of the camera and the contrast settings. We can tell them apart here, but Sally did want to play red. So the purple is a little dark, but in real life, it's fine. What we could do is we could turn the purple ones like that.
We can change it over if you like.
No, it's okay. So we'll turn the purple ones like that, so you can hopefully more easily tell them apart.
Yeah, it's fine to see here.
Yeah. So my go. I'm going to take these cards, and I'm going to place 4 huts, possibly 5, probably not 5, because actually they're food cards, they're tribute cards, they're favour cards. Right. So we want to go. It's all about the grapes now, because I've got a 3 grape card. So we're going to go grape-tastic.
Wine worshipper.
Yeah. Another grape there, and there's a grape here. Now, that's that sorted. I was going to build a well.
It's gonna be hard.
It's what's this? I don't remember getting that.
Remember the 2 sorts of wells you can get: Allen wells and Orson wells.
Yeah. That could get. Someone
You're not gonna build
I
it.
need a farmer.
Remember you got this.
I
Put it
do.
there, and can you build a well there? You could build a well there.
Could. So at the moment, 3 great ones are that one, and that one. So I need a fish and a yogurt. That's the fish. So I might as well place another yogurt one. Yeah, it just means I'm not building a well this turn. Now, in terms of camels, I'm not doing very well on the camels. I'm only getting 6 camels. That's not enough. Okay, so I think I am going to go there. Because I don't want just 6 camels. I want 8. Okay, right.
I believe I've done another well there. I'm not realising I built it.
Oh, you have?
Wow.
Well spotted.
Well,
Or did somebody in the chat spot it?
no, I spotted it.
Oh, yeah,
so
the-
we
the-
do have an extra camel.
Yeah, there you go. So you can build as many wells on your turn as you
Well,
want to.
yeah.
There you go. Right. So 3 grapes is that one, and that one. That's that done. Then I've got the meat and the extra one, which is the meat and the fish. So I might save that again. and use this. Yeah, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the food token for that. Okay, so everybody's fed.
Hurrah!
So camels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 camels. Points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, action phase. So, Sally, you are first.
Right, I am
9 camels.
gonna lean into the whole ziggurat thing. So I'm gonna build another ziggurat.
Another new ziggurat. So this
Yeah.
one's only going to cost you 5.
2, 3, 4, 5, and
Impressive.
this time,
Yeah, it's also making every ability better.
yeah. Although I'm not using the ability because I'm spending my
Because you're
whole
spending the
time
camels.
doing this.
But once they're built, they're built.
Yeah.
Oh, look
That's
at
my
that.
hope.
Get off my land.
Yeah, I was going to say. So I'm going to write to the local council. What you're doing is you're blocking the sun from my garden.
I'm so sorry, not
Get
sorry.
planning permission for that.
So I am then going to spend.
So theoretically, you could build your other one as well.
No, it's a bit too scary. I can't do that.
Well, you could. That's the thing. You could get all 4
could.
ziggurats out.
That
So-
is quite amazing, isn't it? But then I wouldn't be doing anything
No.
else. So
Yeah, you should, Sonny. That'd be amazing.
It'd be fun. But whether it's the right thing to do or not, I don't know.
But you leave them for when everybody dies. You've still got all the ziggurats.
You've still got all the ziggurats. The ziggurats stay.
it is quite good. Oh no, you've got that in my head, and then that's really.
Okay, so Shem has confirmed that the samples, that this is a sample copy. So in the final production version, the purple is going to be lighter. Thank you, Shem.
So I'm going to
nice
move
shirt.
up the offerings
Very nice
track
shirt.
because if I don't move up the offerings track,
I mean,
then that's a bit silly, really. So two
You
for
can
two.
do 2 for 2 or 1 for 1.
I've done 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
And I will also do this one, which is again
2 for 2.
moving. So 2 for
2 for
2
1.
bits gold.
Yeah.
So if I can just clarify,
Right,
so
I'm
because
done.
Sally's moved up there, each of her ziggurats are now worth 1 point.
In the flood. Yes.
And then if she moves up to here, that's worth 6 points.
6.
Okay, that's quite canny. So I've noticed there's some lovely food cards out here,
There is. And you can
and
buy,
I've got the facility
you
to
can
buy them one for one,
any card for 1 camel.
and I have a lot of camels. So I think I'm going to do this. I'm actually going to finish a ziggurat. So that's going to cost me 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Well, not finished. It's not got a ring.
Oh, sorry. No,
But
okay.
You've done as much as you
I
can.
can't finish it because I'm only allowed to build once on that ziggurat
Correct.
this turn.
But you've unlocked that ability. So that ability is immediately.
If I remember, Sally got 3
Sally
fish.
got a really good
So I
card.
should get 3 fish as well.
Yes.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's a really good card.
That's a weak one and a
amazing.
yeah, okay.
Just slide the cards up a bit.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Okay.
I've got 8 camels left. I feel as though building another ziggurat is going to be a good thing to do.
Ziggurats is so last month.
I'm going to build this one for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Where's it going to go?
I build it.
Yeah.
I think it's the only place I can put it because I can't
Yeah,
put it
it
next
can't
to
go
it.
on a river and it can't go next to a well.
The other thing, of course, is that next time we need to have enough huts to put out. So if it's if you've got too many huts out, you don't get them.
That's true.
And now I've got 2 to spend. Now this one, if I remember rightly, allows me to spend 1 to get 1.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend 1,
1 camel,
flip that over.
take a card.
I think the wheat.
And you can take any of the cards that are there.
Is
So
it-
you could take the favour card if you wanted.
So I'm going to take that one. And then what I'm going to do... So sorry. Right, I need to cover that over.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this.
There you go.
Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one, flip that one over to spend my final camel.
1 for 1.
1 for 1. And I'm going to go up this track.
The offering track.
Now that I've got 2 ziggurats.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Okay. So me.
Mm.
I have 8 camels. So first thing I'm going to do is what am I going to do? Tribute.
Yeah.
What we need to do. It's all about the tribute. I think we might do the same thing. I think we're going to give tribute to those good old. Oh, it was the Egyptians. It's now the Cimmerians. So I'm going to use this favour card, which says pay 2 or fewer camels for a tribute.
Oh.
So instead of it costing 3 camels, it only costs 1. I'm going to give them a gold. Oh no, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. This is the different ability.
That's
That's
moving
move one,
isn't
isn't it?
Want to move one?
You've got to move it somewhere legal. You can move it anywhere.
It's got to be to an adjacent space.
Not like a beam me up Scotty.
No, it's not a teleporter. I don't know whether that's actually that useful for me.
Do this one. You kill one. 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. So I'm spending no camels because it's normally 2. Discount of 2. So we're going to give gold to them, which is 2 influence. So that's 1, 2, which gets me 2 points.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use the ability, and this one's going to die.
Wow.
Which gets me another 2 points.
Death on the Tigris, not on the Nile.
Yeah.
Can I just give a shout out here? It says pay 2 fewer, and I really appreciate the correct way of doing
correct
it, not
grammar.
less. In a lesser game, we wouldn't have had fewer.
Right, I've still got 8 camels left.
You've not spent any camels.
I spent. No, I didn't.
The bonus is always optional.
Yes, yeah, you don't have to do them if you don't want to. Well, the reason I went for this rather than this is I just wanted to get over there.
Yeah.
However,
You'd like to do more already,
I'm
wouldn't you?
seriously considering doing it again.
Because food's going to be nice for you.
So I'm going to do it again. This is a bit of a crazy strategy, but I'm going to spend 2 camels to give more tribute to the Hittites, which is another 2 influence. 1, 2, which gets me this. And I am going to do the ability again. And it's going to be this one for another 2 points.
Is it got to be that one? Because it's on the grid, and it could be either.
It can be, yeah, as long as it's not on a river.
Not on the river, yeah.
Wow.
That's why not this one?
Because I want to build a well.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I've still got 6 camels left. I think we probably need to build up a ziggurat. So I'm going to spend 4 camels. 4 camels for that. Which means I can now do this. So I am going to trade for gold, and it's now 2 for 3. So I spend 2 camels.
Oh.
I get 3 gold.
You can kill even more of your huts
I
later.
can. Yeah, I don't know whether this is the right thing because I've got. Do I want to move up here? I mean, not really. I don't know why I moved up 1 space anyway. I think we're done.
Well, because you're going to build a well, perhaps.
I was going to.
Also, it's quite interesting. So you're very likely to win
Ninja
this.
Bioma. Only the 4 actions on your player board are limited. Oh, right. Yes. It's a question for other people. Yeah. I think the only other thing that's really limited is the spending 3 camels to flip your plough tiles because you would only ever do that once. But everything else in the game you can do multiple times. But these 4 actions here can only be done once.
Very interestingly, you are almost definitely going to secure this, and this is
Which
quite
is
hard.
gonna be a lot
It's
of
already
points.
7 points, so I can see that's good. Now, if Sally and I don't get off the bottom, we don't,
You don't
get
get
any
any
points.
points. None at all. So that is it, I believe, for round 2.
That's right, too.
So we do clean up.
You know?
So those cards go. Action tiles flip over. What's the third thing we do? I don't remember. Oh, these. Right. Say
Goodbye to the Cimmerians.
Yeah.
The horse people of Horstoff.
It's the Israelites. They've come out. So their special ability is that you can spend a camel or a gold to gain another hut in your personal supply. I've still got my hut from the start of the game. I chose not to place it.
Interesting. You keep killing them, so.
I know. I need more. Right.
They're scared.
Round 3.
Do you want me to turn this little
Go on.
green thing over?
What
Here
is
we
it?
go. Ready?
Is it a 2
I think
or a
it's a
3?
2.
It's a 2. So we've got
Okay.
2 huts to place. Now, if you ever don't have enough huts in the main supply, then you move them from the personal supply into your what's it called, the growth area. And if you've still not got enough, you just get whatever you can. Right, food card time. You want to do the favour cards?
I will.
I'm just going to reveal them like
We've got
this.
gain 1 farmer.
So we have 1, 2,
Pay 1 camel
3.
to flip both ploughs. Gain 1 ship. Pay 2 fewer camels for a ziggurat.
So 3, 1, so 3.
What we got here? Oh, we've got another one of those situations, haven't we? But Sally here can go first. You've got fish, fish, fish. And you've got wine, wheat, yogurt. I've got wheat, yogurt.
Meat.
Got one of everything.
So I'm thinking that I just need to have enough to get by, and although that one at the there is really nice. So I think I need fish.
Oh dear. There's no grapes.
No grapes.
Everybody's going to die.
Yeah, it's okay.
Wish I flipped me plows earlier now.
I really do need fish. Oh, it's really expensive though. Do I just go
Well, that's the thing.
for
You
it?
can look at what we need.
Yeah.
So I don't need fish
Okay.
at all.
Yeah. Mark, do you need fish?
Yeah, but remember, we're going to put us down as well.
We are going to put huts down, but right now I'm not on any fish
I
spaces.
need rice, Sally.
Well, it's not in the game, so everybody's going to.
Yogurt.
I'm gonna go there.
You're going for the 3 points.
I actually am.
Oh,
I said I wasn't going to do it this turn, this game, but
but you've done it.
I've done it.
You absolutely needed to secure that. So, Mark, how desperate are you for one of those roads?
Well, a lot of these things are going to die anyway, but I'd like the camels before they die.
Yeah.
Hmm.
A lot of my stuff is just going to fade away. I can save 3 of them that way. I think I'm just going to make it expensive for you if you want it, but you might want to go first. Do you need meat?
Meat. Right now, I've
Fish
got
and
one
meat.
hut here requiring meat. They like rabbits. Picks the animal with the least meat on it.
Am I really going to spend 3 points to do that again? I don't think I am. I think I'm going to make... But then I'm going to end up with... I get to go first, though. I get to go first, and that's okay. So I'm going to go there.
So you're paying 1 point.
And I'm going to make you pay 3 points if you want it.
I don't want to. I don't think I want it. Or do I? Well, I don't want to spend 3 points.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And I spent a point. If I go 0, you would have spent a point, I expect.
Yeah, probably.
But also,
Very
you get to go
probably.
first this way, whereas I get to go first if you overtake me. So it's a kind of a quid pro quo, isn't it?
Yeah. So... Problem is, if I take that top row, it is a wheat and a fish, and I've got 2 yogurt. So literally, I've got 4 food. And that's it.
You haven't got many.
Oh no, I've got this. I've got this. So I can feed 5 things. That's fine. That's probably fine. Or do I want this one, and this one? Because that's pay 1 camel to flip over both ploughs, but not until the action phase. So that'll be good for later.
Terrible choices we have to make when it
I
comes
know.
to ancient civilizations.
And if I was to take this, then I would actually have 3 yogurt. I currently only need 1. And if I am going to build this well, if it kills me, then
You could build it there, and you could put it there. Or there, 1 fish. You get fish there.
yeah. But that's going to die.
Yeah.
Oh no, that can be kept alive with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. If I want to build a well, I'm going to need to keep that one alive and that one alive. That's the grape, which is going to be this. That's the fish, which means I have
Yeah.
to take the top row. I really wanted this.
Yeah. Well, this is good because that will allow you to use your yogurt to feed another one.
It would actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We play very friendly, don't we? Kind of.
So I'm going to take these cards.
Well, from your opening maneuver there.
Right. So I'm placing these 2 huts on the board.
He's gone first again. You notice that? It didn't cost him no points. We gave up all our points.
I know.
And look,
I'm
look.
planning this. I'm being very frugal with my points. Is that the right word?
Yeah. And we've been profligate.
What's the opposite of frugal?
Profligate?
A word that I know.
Generous?
Yeah. So I'm placing these 2. I don't think I'm going to place this one. This one might stay there the entire game. No, I'll place it next epoch. So I gain a farmer. That can be played now. So I'm going to play that card to gain a farmer. I'm probably going to use that farmer straight away. So what we're doing?
There's a question on here. It says about there's a limited number of spaces for gold, but during the flood, all the gold washes away.
All of this is going to go. All of this is going to reset after the flood. So I've built there, and
He's got his well.
yeah,
Awesome.
and I think I'm going to build here because it's all going to die anyway.
They're definitely not the floods coming.
Yeah. Let's just work this out. The 2 yogurt. No, actually, where's this going to go?
Remember, you've got a farmer.
I do.
So your farmer could pretend there. Could cover that one.
I'm just going to work this out backwards. Before I place this, I'm just going to work out what I've got. So I've got the fish is going to be there. I've got the wheat. That's why I was going to go there. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so fish, done. Wheat, done.
Done.
Farmer goes here. And then I use 2 yogurt. One for that, one for that.
Remember, you've still got your...
Yeah, and then I have to use this.
So do you want the grapes or the meat? No odds.
It makes no difference at
They
all.
both get washed away. Unless you feel Sally wants to build here.
Yeah. We'll save this one.
So that one's gone.
That one's gone. Sad times. We missed them already. Okay, wells. So I built a well here, which gets me 2 camels.
I can't believe you're upset about losing a hut and we've already lost several civilizations completely. The Egyptians have gone.
2 wells. 2 wells? No, it's not 2 wells. Just 1. Sorry, it's there.
No.
That's where it is.
That's right.
Yeah, it's not 2 wells.
You get 2 camels for those
Just
wells. I've done it already.
Now I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 camels, which is going up to 10
Lots of
points.
camels.
I get 1, 2, 3, 4 points. That's where I'm losing out.
But we're giving points away.
You are.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And you're about to get another 9.
I am about to get another 9. So you 2 need to get some influence
We do.
to get some points from here.
We
It
do.
probably will.
So the next one's 7 and the next one's... No, next one's 6 and the next one's 2.
It'll be 9 for the first place, then 7. Then 2.
Is it 7 or is it...
Sorry, 5.
5.
Yeah, it'll be
Oh,
9.
yeah, but not do that way. Yeah.
Yeah, 9, then 5, then 2.
So it's a real disadvantage Sally being last,
9
but
and
here
5
is...
and 2 or 3?
Because the 4 goes away.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, okay. Got it.
Okay, so, Mark, you're next.
Yeah.
Grab some cards.
These cards. Okay, I'm going to try and make my 3rd well. Wow.
Already. 3 holes in the ground.
Right. So I'm also... Well, I think this is what I
What
want
we'll
to...
do is we'll give you a bit more space for your cards.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, thank you. Because I'm
That's all right.
putting them in the wrong place again. Right, lovely. I got my cards. So I feel as though there, if I go here, and I keep these 3 alive, the wells don't die if they go away, so that's all right. So that's going to be that one and that one. Oh no, because that doesn't need a meat. That one, that one. Then this one will be that one, and that one will be that one. Oh, look at this. So I need to put this where there's a wheat if I want it to survive. I don't think I can. There's no wheat next to me, is there?
Nope.
That's very, very disappointing. That means I'm going to end up using this wastefully because I need to pay that. And that's such a shame. I'm confusing myself now. So I've also got another yogurt as well. I think I should probably lean into getting a fish then. Got another fish. So let's do the fish. So I'm going to get to each. So that's 5. That's 12 camels. Yeah. So if I go here, 12 camels. Okay. So let's do fish. That one and this one.
And that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'm going to do my meat, which is that one. Because, yeah. Well, thank you. Oh. How many more have I got? I've got 3 more to feed, and that's that one, and that one. Not that one. If we don't feed that one, I can't do this one. So I have to do that one. Because I want my other well just here. So that's going to be the wild one.
Yeah. And the wheat.
And the wheat.
Okay. That's that done.
Oh, and that's...
yeah, and that's that one.
And that's that one.
You've saved a 2 wheat card for the next round.
Yeah. Okay. Has this one died then?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you have a way of... You don't have a way
No,
of...
I don't.
So you don't have to.
No. Off it goes.
Okay, that's dead.
Into the sunset.
Right. Camels and... Oh, no. Well first. So you've got your 3rd well out.
Yeah. I actually placed my things down.
Have you built your...
Is it your well goes out?
What we're doing? Because you've got 2 things on your
Yeah,
thing.
no, I've taken them from here by mistake.
Oh, okay. Right.
I think so.
The well goes there, does it?
Yeah.
It does. Well goes there.
What goes there? 2 camels.
I think I've done that right. I might have not put them somewhere else down, in which case, yeah. I think, yeah, it's too late now. Okay, and I get another...
I can
8.
watch back on the video. I'm sure somebody would have spotted if...
Yeah. To be honest, it won't make a difference because I couldn't feed them anyway. So I would just put them down and take them off again. So it's...
I've just noticed as well, I think the table's been knocked a lot. Sorry about that.
Dear.
Yeah, there you
Sorry.
go. Careful when you lean forward.
Okay.
Apologies, I just noticed that the
We
table
were
has been
getting
knocked
too
quite a lot.
carried
Yeah.
away.
So I now get another 8 camels, which takes me up to 10, and I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. That feels a bit better.
Excellent. My go.
Yeah, I just don't think you place the ones on your board.
I think I'll place it from here instead. You'd have had missed notes already.
Okay, right.
So I am going to have to think about this. So I'm going to save him. I need to have 4 little guys in there at the end. So when I'm placing these, so that will be, he's going to be okay. He's going to be okay. He's going to die. So when I pop these chaps down, I'm going to do one fish there, and I'm gonna do cigarettes can be next to each other, can't they?
They can, yes.
Yeah, okay. And then I'll just do one thing there.
Okay.
Okay, so let's think about who lives.
Who's going to live and who's going to die?
Who's going to die. So we have the wheat.
Yes.
Who's going to live.
Done.
We have 3 of these, which
3
would be
yogurts.
1,
2.
2, and maybe not another one.
Any farmers?
No farmers. No, nothing going on.
3 fish.
And then 3 fish, which would be
I've got
1,
4 fish actually.
2, 3 fish. So he's going to die.
Yeah.
He
And
dies.
this one dies, unless you have a
And
way of
that
saving
one
it.
dies. No.
You don't? Okay. Right.
Okay.
Food cards all gone.
Perfect.
So you get how many camels? 8 camels.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
10 camels.
Yep.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points.
neck and neck.
Very good.
Okay, actions. So me first. I have 10 camels. Well, indeed. So I think I'm going to spend 3 of them to put this onto here. That immediately gets me a gold because I haven't got enough gold. Then what I'm going to do with all of this gold is I'm going to kill some people. Do we want more influence? I mean, sure. So I'm going to spend 2 camels to give tribute to the Elamites, which gets me 2 influence, which is 2 points. Also, I gain a farmer. Right. Gold's not worth any points at the end of the game, is
Nope, it's not.
it? I'm going to have so much of it.
Use it or lose it.
It's scary. It's scary how much I'm going to have. So I am going to use my 2 camels for 3 gold. I think I'm going to give tribute again. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to give another 2 camels for more tribute to the Elamites, which is another 2 influence,
Wow.
which gets me another food marker.
Don't forget you get a
Which gets me
farmer as
another
well.
farmer. Okay, I've got 1 camel left. Now we're about to have a flood. It will get me 1 extra point if I went up there. But what else is there to do with 1 camel?
Ride it into the desert.
Ride it off into the desert. What I don't want to do is, well, let's look at what's going to happen in the flood. That's going to go, that's going to go, that's going to go.
You're left with 2 huts. But your well stays and your ziggurat stays.
I think I might save it. I could use this as a camel.
You could.
That would give me 2 camels. Or I could... Aha. Right. We have a plan. I'm going to spend that camel and I'm going to give tribute to the Israelites, which is 1 influence, which moves me to there,
2
which
points.
is 2 more points. And the ability is spend a camel or a gold to get a personal hut. So I'm going to spend a gold to get another personal hut.
Which means next time you've got a lot
I
to
could
start
put
with.
loads out.
Yeah.
But
That's
whether I'm
good.
going to be able to feed them or not is another question. Right. Mark,
Okay.
10 camels.
So I feel as though this, I need to get up, ideally here. Oh no, I need to get to here because of my wells.
Yeah. So 3 on the offering strike.
So 3 on the
How are you
office,
gonna
and I
move
can
it?
only go 2 for 2 at the moment, so I think I should definitely build this.
Yes.
But I wonder if I should put out a hut first.
A roof.
A roof. So
Oh,
that's going to
good.
cost me 3 to do, and then another 3 is 6, which gives me 4, and I can still put a roof out. Should I do the roof first? If I put,
That roof gets you 2 gold.
yeah,
This roof gets you to flip over one of your plough tiles.
2 gold, that'll save you from stealing all the gold. won't it? And I need to go up this track as well, so I need to also give some kind of
Yeah,
offering to
which
here.
is gold.
So I
Yeah.
think I definitely need to do this,
So
which is 3 camels.
it's 3 camels.
1, 2, 3.
That goes on there.
I then am going to do this.
So 3 for 3 on the offering strike. So 1,
2
2, 3, which means this
is my
goes here,
Yeah.
which gets you a gold.
lovely. I have a gold, please. Thank you very much, Lee.
Lots of gold.
Okay. So I've
And
got.
you don't need to give tribute because you've got a card.
I do,
But it's
but I
two.
think using 1 camel to give a tribute will be good. But I
Yeah.
definitely want to get. I also want to get a little house. So if I put this one out, does that give me?
This roof will give you a random food card.
Feels quite good. So I spend 2 camels to That
build the
roof.
because you haven't built on this
I
ziggurat.
haven't,
this round.
only on the other one. On my
So that
ziggurat.
roof goes here.
And that gives me a random food card.
It's a random food
Is
card.
that this?
That is that.
And I've got one
It
fish.
can't be good again.
Okay, one fish.
Okay. Right.
And now I must get, because that's worth 2 points to me at least. So I must do that. But this also allows me to get another card. Pay one camel.
One camel for one card.
That's beautiful. So I'm going to spend one camel to get this.
Yep. And then one camel for one influence. Sorry, one camel for a tribute, which will get you one influence.
Yeah, so I'm going to go one camel for tribute.
To the Israelites.
I think I'm going to put my boat
You're
on.
going to give them a ship rather than your gold.
No, I'm not using the gold for anything else. That's a good point. So that puts me
Gives
one
you
up here,
influence.
which allows me to use one
Spend
gold
either a camel or a gold to buy a personal building.
on my personal
Personal
building.
hut ready for next round.
And now, there's one other thing I'm going to do.
Mhm.
But I've forgotten what it was.
2 influence. You need to do that in this.
Well, no, he's on one.
No, I'm on one
That's
already.
fine.
Oh, this one. Pay one camel to flip. So I'm going to
So
use,
you're going to use that favour card as a camel,
to flip both of
and
these.
then use the other favour card.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mark's using one card to generate a camel, and then the other card to spend the camel to flip both ploughs.
And I'm not going to waste that because I'm happy with second.
Yep.
I'm done.
Or third. Right.
Or third, sorry.
Sally.
I meant third.
Okay.
I mean second to you. So or third, yeah, well.
I'm going to build my final ziggurat using that.
Wow.
So it
So
would
that's-
cost 7, 6, 5, 4, but with that card it's going to cost you 2.
That's amazing.
2
1,
camels.
2.
If there's only one place, oh no, there's 2 places it can go. It can go there or there.
It's going to go over here.
Wow.
Okay? No, it's a ziggurat.
I am then going to pay 2. 1, 2.
2 up on the offering track.
2 up and
1,
the
2.
offering
Yep.
track.
One would have had exactly the same effect.
I'm wondering whether I do that though, because I can flip it and do it again.
Can you? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think I will. So I'm
So
going
you're
to
going to use your
that.
favour card to flip over your action tile
Yeah.
and then do
just
it again.
for
Another
more.
2 for another 2. Nice.
And that means all of our ziggurats are worth just
All
12
at
points.
12 points.
I'm then
Huge.
Yeah.
going to
Interesting.
Lots of different strategies.
Yeah. There are lots of ways to play this game.
do that one. I'm going there. So,
So 3
I
camels
am
to
spending
tribute.
3 camels.
You put a gold on there, gets you 3 influence. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. And you
then I'm
may,
gonna destroy that one
for 2 points,
for 2 points.
Why don't you travel on a river?
can't.
Oh, you
So,
can't.
no.
Oh, of
Not
course.
a river.
You're going to have no huts when the flood comes.
No.
Yeah.
But
But
nobody's been.
ziggurats.
But no, yeah, no.
Look at the ziggurats.
Fancy.
Everybody's dead.
Oh, I got sorted.
And they
Okay,
go
we all done?
to this-
Yeah.
So we do cleanup, which is flip these over. That goes. The Hittites disappear.
Bye bye, Hittites. We loved you. Oh, Paul did.
And we have the Amorites.
Oh, they're affectionate.
Oh, they're
Yes.
nice. Yeah.
Right. And now we have the flood.
Oh.
So 3 things are going to happen in the
These
flood.
got to flip over first.
Yep, did that.
Oh, I've done mine, sorry.
So the first thing that happens in the flood is everything on a river disappears, whether it be farmers, boats,
That's
huts,
here, isn't it?
whatever. It's that. Everything on a river is gone.
Bye bye, farmer. Bye bye, huts. Bye bye, the hut. Star Wars.
Baba the Hutt. Yeah. Lesser known nephew of Jabba. Okay, then we're going to score for the influence. So we didn't mention this earlier on, but the player who is highest on influence is going to score points equal to the numbers that are showing here. So we have a 4, 3, and a 2, so it's 9. So I'm going to score 9 points. What then happens is we take the highest one away, and the next player on influence will score whatever's left, which is 5. And then that goes down, and then the third player will score 2. So the numbers that come out here will indicate how many points players are going to get. And if you're not on the influence track, if you're still on 0, you don't get any points. And then what happens is the influence track resets. We also remove all of the gold from the tribute tracks, except for the bottom one because we're playing a 3-player game. And we replenish the food tokens on these spaces here.
I'm not sure I gave myself any points in the last Mine Has to Go. Oh, maybe somebody can say.
What points?
The points, because I never counted my cigarettes.
Oh, I didn't.
No,
either.
you got 8 points.
Did I?
Did I? All right. Well,
When you did the scoring here, you got 8 points.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I think that was ages ago.
It wasn't
that
it?
was in the expansion.
Is that not to be 10 points?
Well, it would be now.
But
you don't know.
of course it is. No,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
No, brilliant. Well done.
That's that. Then we score for the offerings track. So we'll do Sally because you're here. So basically, I'll just show you this again. Because Sally is here. Where's my stick gone? Here we go. That means each of her ziggurats is worth 3 points. It doesn't matter how high the ziggurat is, as long as you've got the base on the board, it's worth that amount of points. And all of your wells are worth that amount of points. So you've got 4 ziggurats on the board, so that's 12 points. You don't have any wells on the board, so you don't get any for that. That then resets. Mark, your ziggurats are worth 2 points each. You have 2 of them, so that's 4 points. But all of your wells are worth 2 points, and you have 3. So that's 6 points for your wells. Okay, I'm down here. I get 1 point for my well. 1. And that's it. And then what we do is we're going to replenish the roofs on those spaces. And that is the end of the first half of the game. So me and Sally are tied on points with absolutely, well, almost opposed
Completely different,
strategies.
yeah.
But interestingly, I'm behind on points, but I got a few huts out. I got
Yeah.
my wells built,
You've got
and I've
some
got a
food
few
cards. And Sally's points for the ziggurats. If you can move up the offering track again, that's going to be the same amount of points.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting how we're exactly the same on points. Right, first half of the game is done. If you were only watching this video to see how the game plays, you've now seen how the game plays. But if you do disappear, there's one thing I want to mention before you do. We're going to play another 3 rounds. Then we're going to have another flood, which is done exactly the same. But then there is an end of game step. At the end of the game, we have to feed again without any opportunity to get any more cards, which generally means everybody dies. And then we do points again. So in other words, the ziggurats are going to score really well near the end of the game. Effectively, your ziggurats are going to score 7 times during the game. 1 for each round, and then again at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And I think, if we're talking about theme in Euro games, that is right. Because the settlers died,
Yeah.
but the ziggurats that they built have a
And the
lasting
wells
effect.
stay as well.
And the wells
They might
stay.
dry up, but they're still there.
Okay, right.
Very good.
If you're still bearing with us and you want to see the end of the game, thank you for staying with us. We're now going to play Reign number 2. You want to reveal that first of the
Here
brown
we go.
counters? What's it going to be?
3.
It's a 3. Okay. 3 on.
I'll try and remember to actually take them from there. Over there.
Okay, so we have a 3, a 1, a 4, and a 3. So 3,
Oh.
1, 3.
Oh, those all look. Those are all nice. We've actually got a nice spread of things.
And then we've got 1, 2. So that one would be there. That one would be there. Yeah, the top row's rubbish again. But
Take 3. Do something.
Yeah,
Build the
it's
same
fine.
ziggurat twice. Change all food of one card to a different type, and flip 1 plan. That is a very generous abundance of food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we got a 3 there.
Yeah. But you
Okay.
add a 2 there and a 2 there and a 3 there.
Okay,
Is
it's
that,
me
is
first.
that meant to be there?
Yeah, 1, 2, 2, 3.
Okay.
They're in.
Of course it's.
they're
Oh,
in
yeah,
numeric
sorry. Yeah,
order.
yeah. We've got it.
We had a game. Was it last night where the first column was like 1, 1, 1, 2,
Yeah.
and it was like going into the last round of a rain, and suddenly all the food disappeared. We're like really struggling.
This is actually quite nice.
Well, depending on what you want, it allows you to build the same ziggurat twice in the same
Oh,
time.
yeah.
I think I need to get another of the ziggurats out.
Yeah, this build the same ziggurat twice. I really enjoyed last night because I could do boom, 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 take a hat.
I mean, I'm happy with quite a few of these, to be honest.
Yeah.
And you've gone on the 3 space so many times, and I
Yeah.
haven't at all. And yet,
Yeah.
Ziggurat power. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna bid 0. I'm gonna go there. I don't know whether that's the right thing to do or not, but I've done it.
You know, I'm so happy with any of
I
that.
thought I was going to smash it after the first rain, especially being up here. I thought I'm 10 points ahead. I'm about to get another 10 points. I've got this sewn up, and suddenly I was like, oh, wait a minute.
I want you to lose some points, Paul.
You lose a point. Where I really wanted to go. Well, the thing is, for me, I never got this last night, but I've got farmers.
Yeah.
So having 3 meat or 3
Yeah,
wheat
of
is like
course.
whatever.
Yeah.
You know, because these people will eat anything. They're not fussy.
I'm actually going to go there.
Rather than here.
Well,
Because you can have that
because
for
that gives
0.
me 3.
Oh, yeah, so that means that
It's
card
3
is
me,
treated
and
as
I
a
get
3.
to go first.
Yeah. I mean, going first at this point in the game,
It's all right.
where you can expand to where you want to expand.
Yeah.
That was quite canny, because this becomes a 3.
Yeah.
So you get 4, I get 5, Paul gets 5, but you could go first. But then we get another card as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 5 and you get to flip a plough.
No,
That's 6 effectively.
You happy with that?
I'm happy with
Yeah.
it.
That's
That plays into your hands as well. Because for 1 camel,
Of course.
take one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Mm,
I want one of those cards that we do again. To be honest, wherever that would have been,
I
they're all
know.
good. They're all good though, wherever. Because this would be really good as well. Taking 1 card.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't want to be nice
You
to
made
you.
your decision now.
Yeah. Okay. I've done it. I've done it.
Done it?
Okay.
Okay.
So 3 guys.
3 huts.
1, 2, 3.
Can you feed them?
I can feed them
No,
with
just nice and
those
easy.
2.
So a favour card, that means that 1 meat is actually 3.
Yeah.
That's fed, that's fed, that's fed. Nice and easy.
Done.
That was a bit quick.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Oh, it's
And then I get my things, which are 6.
6 camels and 5 points.
One, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Okay, Mark.
I'm going to take these.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take a bit longer. So, these are the 3 I've got to place.
Yeah.
Meat and meat. So that's that
You've
one.
got loads left over from last round, haven't you? I'm going to take my card now, just so that I can start thinking and planning ahead.
Might just let those die off. They're just points. They're just points.
Such a ruthless leader.
So I want to go.
Don't ever live in Mark's
Camels.
kingdom, because he doesn't care about the people.
So I think that there for a
Everybody
fish.
thinks you're going to make friends with these guys.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
They're pretty nice.
So that fish there is quite nice for me because that is 3 camels. I'm probably going to put 4 out because I want loads of camels. Is there any wheat on the river? There's 1 there.
Oh, 4 zigs and 1 hut between the rivers for 6 points. How many did I get?
5. Sorry, I counted that as 1. Well spotted. Yeah.
Thank you.
That there is a no-brainer for me. That's 1. Two. I think that's 3, 4. Yeah, I wish I had more fish, but I don't. So
Okay.
that's what I've got.
Feeding time.
It's a frenzy. So I'm definitely going to feed that one there a fish.
Fish.
And I'm going to feed a wheat and a wheat.
Okay. Feeders Mark.
I don't think I'm going to feed them all. They're just points, aren't they? I've got to if I can.
You have to if you can.
There's
Meat,
those 2.
meat.
And then those 2 will be fed by my plows.
And this one dies.
I forgot about him. In which case then I
Trying to
would...
keep him alive instead of
Yeah.
that one.
Yep. Good.
The yogurt eating tribe of Western Assyria is no more.
Thank you. And I've kept that one alive because it's worth an extra point.
Yeah. Speaking of points, camels. 3, 6, 8. 8 camels.
It's not masses of camels.
Points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 points.
Now, fill the burn.
I mean, that was 11 compared to Sally's 6.
Yeah.
So
Very good.
My presence on the board from last time.
Yeah.
I did spend a lot of stuff to do that.
you did. Right. So I'm placing 3, potentially 5. If I want them to.
And you do have 5 food. But
I have 5 food. 6 if I use this.
okay, and you've got fish and anything you like.
So I'm going to go there and there. And then I'm going to be placing a farmer there. And I don't need to place a farmer there. No. I need to place a farmer there.
You want that meat as well.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not going to get camels.
Yeah. And I need camels. So let's just work out this to see if I want to place any of these. So I've got 3 meat, which is 1 meat, and another one.
Yeah.
The 2 grapes is the other 2.
There's
So
your 5.
that's the 5.
That one will be worth 2 camels to you if you use your food. Or points.
Well, at the moment I'm only getting 3 camels.
Yeah.
No, because I'm building 2 wells.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to get 7 camels.
You want 9.
Do I want 9 camels? Oh. Yes. So we're building this. Now it can go anywhere. It could go here, or it could go here, or it could go here. It doesn't really matter. We'll put it here. Okay, so 3 meat, which is 1, 2, and 1 of those. 2 grapes, which is 1 of those and 1 of those. But we don't like grapes. Sure, we need the grapes. And then we use that.
You want any spam?
Is that it? Is that 6?
I think so.
It's 6, isn't it? Okay, so camels. Oh, wells. Wells first. Yeah, so these 2 wells, there and there.
4
Which is
camels.
4 camels. Then I get 5 more camels. And points. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
10 camels if you go on the other river.
Can't get to the
Oh, no, we can. Sorry.
Of course you
Yeah,
can.
I can expand from a thing. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Because he needs help.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
7 points. I forgot that you can expand
Yeah,
from a
of
ziggurat
course, yeah.
for a minute. Because I was thinking, how can I get across there? Okay.
I'm happy to stop now. So this is good.
Actions. Sally first.
Sally, you're first. This is a bit of a rarity for
1,
you.
2.
So 2 camels for 2 gold.
I'm then going to spend 1 camel to go there.
Okay, so that gets you 1 influence
And 1 up there, please.
and
1 up.
are you giving them a gold or a point?
Oh, I forgot that I was going to have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to. I was there thinking that I could very merrily spend.
Who needs points?
Yeah. I'm giving them a point.
1 point for 1 up on the offering track.
I'm doing it again.
So another camel
Another
for
point.
another influence and another point for another 1 up on the offering track. And again,
I didn't spend it then, did I? So yeah, I'm going to do it again. 1 of those.
so another camel, another gold, another influence, another up on the offering track if you spend another point. So that was 3 camels, 3 points for 3 influence,
Yeah.
3 gold, and 3 up on the offering track.
Final one.
Have you got another gold?
Yes. Final one. 1 up.
Oh, I was going to do that.
Not only does it get you for food, if you do spend the point, you move up to there, which means you can place this here and get a gold.
Oh,
After all of my.
Wow.
stolen all my dreams.
As Shem predicted, you are super friends with the Amorites. Look at that. Wow. 4 different tributes. They love you.
But that was everything.
But that was a fairly focused thing that you did.
I didn't
Exactly what I was going to do. Not annoying. Never mind.
They only want one more gold now, and they want the ship as well.
Yeah, but when they're completed, what happens?
Nothing. They're very happy.
Ooh, we're really happy. This is a bit rubbish now, isn't it? So I think I am going to spend 3. 1, 2, 3. Do this.
Oh.
You get this. So go 1 up this track.
One up on the operating track.
Now then. Could do that again.
Don't forget to buy your card. You absolutely want to buy your card, don't you?
That's a very good point. Thank you. 20 grapes. Maybe that other one's better. Yeah, that's a very good point. I will do that, Paul. And I think I'm going to go for this one.
Mm-hmm.
A bit more flexible. Right. Now I'm thinking of putting a hat on. Cost me 2 camels to do that.
Yeah, 2 camels for that roof, 2 camels for that roof, 3 camels for this roof.
And I would get...
That is a random food card from the deck. This is 1 card from here.
That's
Oh,
nice, Mark.
with 3 camels.
3 camels.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed.
You're trying to get me now.
No, I'm trying to be nice.
It's 3 grapes.
You could get like 1 fish.
But you don't need grapes at all. Yeah.
So I could put out another... I've got 4. I could put another ziggurat base.
Can you?
Could. By
spending a camel. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any point building the same ziggurat twice? This gives me a food card. I like the food card.
Get you a random food card for you to complain about.
Yeah.
If it's not good.
So I'm doing this.
So you're using this favour to allow you to build the same ziggurat twice this turn,
Yeah, which means I'm taking this one.
which is 2 camels.
I've done.
Bop. And you get a food card from the top of the deck.
There's only one left.
Yeah, there's only 1 left.
Oh, it's 2 fishes. I'm happy with 2 fishes. I'm not going to moan at 2 fishes. Yeah, no, let's do this one. I've done that one already. Let's do this one here. Like that. Spend 1. Go 1 up. I could spend 2 to go 2 up here. Let's spend 2. Go 2 up here.
Yeah, I'm lacking behind on that. Okay, so food deck is empty, so food deck has been reshuffled.
Would we like to say if we lock the game or not?
No.
No.
Horrible. I'm terrible time. I just spent all last night thinking about it. This morning,
Which is a
we were
good
talking to
start.
Sally about
We
it.
have spent quite a lot of time talking about it.
Right, actions. I've got 10 camels. And again, I've got this, but I'm losing points for not having enough ziggurats on the board. I can't build ziggurats here because of the wells. So we've messed up
Oh, yeah.
all of the foundations. So I actually can't build a new ziggurat this turn. Unless.
You use that one.
I put
So you
that on the
can,
board.
which is what you said right at the very beginning.
So I could. Is it worth it? It probably is. I mean, I could put a roof on here. Aha! Yes. What am I doing? Yes. I am going to finish that pyramid. So I'm going to spend 3 camels. Take this roof. Put it on here. And that gets me.
Ooh, 3 raspberries.
Yep. Okay, happy about that because of all my farmers, that is effectively 3 people fed. So that's that ziggurat finished. If I wanted to start a new one, it would cost me 6, but I would have to put this hut down somewhere to then build on it. Do I want to do that? Or do we want to just do lots more influencing? I think I'm going to do lots more influencing. So I'm going to spend 2 camels to get 3 gold, which is this. Then we are going to spend another 2 camels to give tribute to the Israelites, which moves me 2 up on the influence track. And I'm going to spend a gold to take another one of those. Now, this is interesting because I've only got 2 left.
Yeah, so now
So if the next one's a
Yeah.
4,
you're not going to be able to use them. You have to take them from there. Yeah, Monica's asked what the red ones are. That's because it's a 3 per game.
we're blocking those spaces.
These are
in
the
a 3 per
meads attacking us.
So, is that even worth doing? No, I don't think it is. I'm not going to do it. So, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to spend another camel instead, and instead of tributing them, we're going to tribute them. So I get one extra space, and I get another farmer.
Wow. You just got to land a farmer.
I know.
It's like being in Devon.
And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to use this card as a camel to give me 3 camels. I'm going to spend 3 camels to give more tribute to the Elamites
Another farmer.
for another 1, 2, 3, which is 2 points for another farmer. Yeah, I'm obviously got this, and it's because this has come out.
Yeah.
So even if you go into the game saying I'm going to have this strategy,
Yeah.
these and the fact that these
They mix it up.
cycle and change mix it up.
But I've largely ignored them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm doing something different.
Well, I decided, because Sally started building lots of cigarettes, I'd do something different. And because I moved this up, I was getting lots of gold, and gold is for this. So that kind of led me into this. Okay. I think we're all done with the actions. So
Yes.
we do cleanup.
Do cleanup. So this, I think we have to
disappears.
shuffle.
Already
these.
done.
Oh, you've already done it.
Or,
Great.
already shuffled the food ones, yeah.
Okay, so cleanup, flip over you. What's its?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, who's coming out to play? It's the Canaanites.
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 The land of Cana.
Okay, they give you ships. We've not really seen ships yet. Not seen ships at all.
We haven't, have we?
Right, round 5. Flip over the tile.
Oh, here we go. Drum roll. 4.
What?
4. I've only got 3 as
I've
well.
only got 3. So I have to take this one
Yeah.
as my 4th one.
Wow.
Okay,
Which
so
is
we
you've got
have
to place it.
2, 1, 2, 2. Oh, they're a bit rubbish.
Oh. Resolve 1 tribute bonus. Gain 1 ship.
2, 4, 1, 3.
Gain 2 influence. Gain 1 gold. These are a little underwhelming. Okay. And the bottom 3 are all alright. That's nice.
I can put those on here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
There we go. Right, so who's bidding first? Sally.
So
There's a lot of meat out there.
I like the meat actually at the moment. So I am thinking I will go. What's that one? Resolve 1 tribute bonus.
Yes, so
Okay.
any one of these.
I'm just gonna go there.
Okay, Mark.
I'm actually not too fussed.
I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
here's the
I-
point.
There's lots of really nice things out.
There are.
So I'm just gonna move.
Meat suits me better, I think. Or suits you quite well as well.
Yeah. Well, I've got 3 meat. How many meat have you
And
got?
you've got 2 meat. Yeah, I've got 1, 2 meat. Yeah.
I've got 3.
We'll eat anything over here.
Just
whatever.
farmer.
Whatever you stick on the plate, we'll eat it.
So in that case, I am.
I was feeling lonely. I wanted to come back and join you.
Oh.
Yeah, and suddenly I'm 8 points ahead again.
Yeah.
So
But Sally did lose loads of points from influencing these guys.
let's just.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, okay. So you give me the one I want for nothing. But you get the bottom one for nothing. So there you go.
Cool.
Right, Mark, you're first. Expansion phase. Take your cards.
I really wanted a ship. Not.
So ships, just as a reminder, if we do place them, they go on spaces, and then it means that it's adjacent for everybody. So it allows you to expand into other areas, but other people can use them as well.
Okay. I need to think very carefully now. I definitely need to go in a meat place. There are no river meat places. They're available to me. So
No.
that's the place I'm going to go for that one. Oh, no, wait a minute. I've got 2 meat. I can just use my meat. One of my cards. I can save that one for next time. There's a meat there and a meat there. Yeah, so that's quite good. So I've got a wheat and a wheat. So I ideally would like another wheat. But I also, so how many camels am I getting? 8.
At the moment, you're getting 8.
Yeah, I definitely need a couple more. So the fish, that's a good one to go just there. So that's that one.
You've already got 2 fish, haven't you?
You've already got 2 fish.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
Mm.
Have I put one down yet? Oh, good. No, I haven't, because I've still got the 3 there. I've got meant to have 4. Oh wow, this is hard. So there's my 2 meat. There's my 2 fish. I have got. I'm not going to use the meat one. I want wheat, so I definitely need to put some wheat. So there's a wheat one just there, and I might as well put down 2 other wheat ones. I might do that.
So this is where the ship could be useful, because you could put a ship here,
Yeah.
which means you can then put a hook.
Yeah, but I'm actually going to do
But if
this
you want that,
anyway.
Remember that your fish are going to die. Because you've got a fish and fish. I'm just putting on fish there.
Yeah, one of the fish is going to die.
Okay.
That's okay. Still got this, and I've got that one there. I don't know what to do with this. It's too hard. You've got to put it out, haven't you?
you have to build it. Yep, no choice.
And I can't build another well because I've already built all my wells.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if I put a meat out, that means I'll end up wasting one of my meat cards. Unless I do this and this.
Mm-hmm. That works.
That might be it.
Okay, well, let's go through the feeding.
2 meat.
1, 2.
2 meat.
1, 2.
2 fish.
Have a choice. That's 3.
Yeah, so it'll be this one and this one.
Okay.
And then I've got how many wheat? Oh, sorry, that's 2 fish, that was.
Yep.
Yeah, and I've got 3 wheat.
So 1,
Yeah.
2.
2.
1's wasted.
That's wasted. And I've got 2 things here, so I do my fish
Grapes and
that.
and anything.
So I managed to feed them all.
Wow.
That's amazing.
But,
You got no food cards for next turn.
yeah.
Okay, so camels.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And then,
Points.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points.
16. That's nice.
I don't think I've ever seen 16 points before.
It's amazing.
Well done. Right. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, what is going on here? So I've got to place these 4. How many do I have on the board? I have 5, so this will be 9. And I can only feed
Have you got one missing?
8. Oh, no, there's that one.
Yeah.
He was hiding behind the Okay, so I'll put these down, but then 2 of them are going to die, and there's nothing I can do about that. So I don't need to place wells. So it is just a case of points. Points and camels. I've currently got no camels. So if I go here and here, how many camels is that? That's 10, isn't it? That would be 12. Then we go here. I've just stuck them down randomly. We'll see what happens.
So grapes and grapes and grapes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to lose the ones that have got farmers because
Yeah, they're very
Well,
flexible.
they are very flexible, but I think I might end up losing them.
We could use you could use this one and this one if you could use 2 and save the 3 farmers and save the 5 on the water.
Yeah, probably will. Well, I've got these 2 farmers, so it's like farmers everywhere. Let's cover up that one because I haven't got any of that whatsoever. So we'll cover that up. And moving forward to next turn, I don't know. So let's cover that up as well. Right, so basically I've got 3 wheat, which is 1, 2, and 1 of the farmers. I've got 2 yogurts, which is that one and that one. And then I've got 3 grapes, which is that one, and no, not that one. That one and that one. that right? So I think that one's dying, and I think that one was dying.
Or this one, yeah.
So how many have I got on the board? There should be 8.
You've got 8.
1, 2, 3, 4,
No, but 7.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
4,
yeah,
5,
yeah,
6,
sorry,
7.
yeah.
Okay, so those 2 die. Spend all of those food cards, and I get, I think it's 12 camels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Max camels. Points, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points. Wow. Mark's taking the lead.
You're going to smash this.
Yes.
So
And then Sally's going to smash.
no,
that.
well, this is a bit tricky actually.
Well, your ziggurats are
These
going to score.
They are. The ziggurats can score, but my camels are not so. Oops, not so hot. So I don't have very much, so I need to keep that meat, and I need to keep
While you're playing,
that one out
I'm just going
there.
to show everybody what the game looks like from a
Yes.
3D perspective. There you go. It
So
does have a nice presence.
I'm gonna put that.
It's
little
very easy to
fish
parse
out.
as well,
It
looking
is,
at it.
yeah.
You can see what's going on.
I posted a picture of this on Facebook last night, and somebody said, "Oh, these icons look really hard to see." And I said, "No, we've played the game a couple of times, and they're not hard to see. You can quite
parses
easily
quite
see them."
easily.
Yeah.
I'm gonna then put maybe that out, and I need one more in the water. Just
Be nice to have a little player aid where you could note what you've got.
yeah.
A little thing, some cubes on it, and then you could say, you know what I mean? You could kind of work it out here.
You could, yeah. I'd find that probably fiddlier.
Yeah, maybe. I think that's the one thing, the accounting, you've got to be careful with the
Yep.
accounting.
I think this one's probably going to be a dead one. But let's see.
Okay, so who's
Okay.
being fed?
So we are definitely going to feed that one there.
One meat.
We are going to feed 2 fish. 1 fish. That shouldn't be on there, should it?
No.
And
2 fish.
2 fish, yeah. We will then feed 1 of that
That
one.
one.
We will then feed
1 wheat.
1 wheat.
Shouldn't be
Oh, sorry, one. Oh yeah, 1 wheat
one meat.
and 1 meat. That's everything, isn't it?
I think it
Except
is.
for that one. So you
Oh,
can,
I
you
know.
can
I
either
want to
feed
do that
or
one. I need the.
that one does.
Yeah, great.
So you fed how many? 6,
Uh,
7, 6,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Right. Camels and points.
Is 1.
10
4,
camels.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 camels.
Gets it all because you've got the wells.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points.
Yeah. Okay.
You got 16 points, didn't you?
That's amazing.
It was. Okay. Right.
I'm getting 8 just from the cigarettes.
Actions.
I'm going first. No! I thought it through. Got to do this because I've got wells and I've got cigarettes, and I have to get a food card. I feel
Well,
result 1 tribute bonus. That's a gold to go up there. That's a gold to get. Now then, that's not very good.
so 3 for 3 on the tribute on the offerings track.
I think that will make sense. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. And you flip over your leftmost action.
That one
That's it.
there.
So that's that.
But the issue is, I need to get another one of these out.
You can still come.
That's going to cost me 5,
Mm-hmm.
which means I've just got 2 left. So I am going to get out this one. Which one to replace? They're not worth more in here, are they?
No.
I've got,
They look nicer though.
got so much meat going on. I'm going to get rid of this one.
Okay. And if you build it close to Sally's, then it'll affect the foundations.
And
So hers will fall apart.
when I'm about to place huts in a minute,
You're only going to get
have
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was going to be 5.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gives me 2 left. Now I'm thinking I could get 2 plows, but that's worth 1. So I'm definitely going to do 1. to get a card.
Yeah.
Do I want yogurt or do I want? I probably want this one. Yep, every little helps. And then I'm going to use another one. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, and that's this one.
Gold.
Yeah, I think a gold might be
Save
useful
it.
for later.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I am probably going to save it because I'm not going to be able to get that many next time. That's what I'm going to do.
Or you could keep the one, use those two as camels, and flip over both of your ploughs.
I could do that. I thought about it, but that's quite good for the 2 influence, so at least I get 2 points.
Yeah, so that you don't do this.
But then, saying that, keeping 2 more things on the board is going to be worth at least 2 points.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Okay, so your 1 remaining camel plus the 2 favour cards for 3 camels, flip over both of your things. Because you're getting loads of points from having stuff on the board.
Yeah, I think that does
Okay.
make sense.
Right, me next. 12 camels. No idea what I'm doing. I've got to build another ziggurat because I've reached the point where I'm stuck, I think. I mean, I probably want to do some tributing as well, but we'll get to that in a minute. So,
You can't build them though. Where can you build them?
oh,
They've either got wells or they're
Yeah.
in...
And you haven't got one to put out either.
it's fine. Can go there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, yes.
yeah,
of course.
got to be done. Thank you for that. So I'll spend 3 camels to give some tribute to the Israelites, which gets me 3 influence. It's 1, 2, 3, which is 2
2
points.
points.
But more importantly, it's a food. And then I am going to spend a gold to take a personal building, which goes on the board. And it's going to go...
It doesn't have to, you could choose to keep it.
Yeah, it's going on the board. Because then I am spending 6 of your finest camels. Can remember this one, I think. Knock it down. Oh, we've only just arrived. Shut up, stop complaining. So that's that one built. Oh, I've only got 3 camels left. I might as well use this for 2 influence. Because that moves me to there, which is another one of these. Which is
He's smashed that, hasn't he?
potentially important. Okay, then I'm going to spend 2 camels to move up 2 on the offerings track. And then I've got 1 camel left. No, I'm not going to use 2 camels to move up there. I'm going to do the same as you. I'm going to use 3 camels to flip over 2 ploughs. And I'm going to try and keep as many people as I can alive into the next 2 rounds.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, Sally.
Come on, Sonny.
I'm going to throw that away for 1 gold. I am then going to spend 2 camels.
2 gold.
Ooh.
I'm going to spend 2 camels to go there
Yeah,
for 2,
which is 2 influence.
and 2
Two
points.
2 points
I'm going to spend 1 gold
for
Two
1 upon the
move
offerings
this
track.
one up, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm then going to spend 2 of those
Repeat until
to flip that. Go up 2.
2 more.
Oh, she's got the hat.
Which is
Yeah. So it can either go here for a ship or here for a gold.
gold.
Okay.
And then I also am going to spend 3.
Double plough. We're all struggling with the food.
Yeah, really.
Right, are we all done?
Yes.
Done.
We are moving into the final round. So clean up. Those go. The Israelites disappear. And coming in is the Harappans. You get to flip a plough over, which at this stage of the game is of no use. Because you will use this in the action phase,
Yeah.
and we will have already... Well, I say of no use, there is an end of game feeding as well. So
Yeah.
maybe.
So there's 2 that we never see.
It's 2
So
that we
each
don't see.
game is different
Slightly
accordingly.
different, yeah.
What are they called?
The Babylonians
Oh, no, of course.
and the Medes.
Oh, the Medes.
The Medes.
So the Babylonians and the Medes, they come and end up destroying the
Assyrian.
Assyrian Emperor eventually. There's a bit
Okay.
of a battle,
There
but
we go.
they come later, so that's nice.
Yeah. Okay, so we've done all of our resets. You flip over your action tiles.
Of course.
We're moving to the final round of the game. I have no idea who's going to win. This is just
Exciting, isn't it?
It is.
Super fun.
And I
Okay,
like the fact we've done very different things.
right. Let's flip over that last tile.
Oh, it's
It doesn't
gonna
matter
be-
what it is. I'm only getting 2.
It's just, are they opens and
You're
one?
only getting 1.
Opens and one.
It's not a 1.
It's 3.
It's a 3. So I get 2. Sally gets 3. You get 1. Okay, so we have a 1, 2, 2, and a 3. 1, 2, 2, 3.
Okay, that's already looking quite good. So even second place is all right.
We have a 1.
Okay.
We have a 1.
Oh,
We have a 1.
oh, that's painful.
we have a 2.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Hello, first player.
We have a gain a hut.
Please be that last thing be
Make
good.
an offering.
Make that last thing good.
Refresh an action tile. Build adjacent to an opposing ziggurat.
That's worth a count.
Okay.
That's good at the beginning if you want to split
Right.
now.
Bidding. Mark, you're bidding first.
Yeah. Oh, if I end up losing by 3 points, so be it. I want big points again. That's 5 things.
That's 5.
Or 3 things.
It's 5
It's
points.
one of those occasions when you're very pleased you'll go first.
3 points.
1, 2, 3. I think that was the right thing to
I
do.
think it was.
Because 3 points is worth going to be keeping another 3 huts on the board. I do get to go last, so it's a bit sad. You know you want to beat him because he's going to fill the stuff up otherwise, Sammy. Got to go for the 1 point. Make him spend 3. Go on, make him spend 3. Make an offer in there as well, that's lovely.
I don't need nothing.
Yeah, that's why I went there, because I figured you didn't need that card.
Yeah. I'll go here.
Okay.
Refreshing the action cards is really good.
Right.
So
Me first. Oh, I don't move it there yet, do I? No. Just take the cards. Right, off we go. Well, 3 food, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
So I can feed 7 people,
Yep.
and I've got how many on board? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll have 10. So 3 things are going to die. It all depends. Do I want to keep 12 camels on the board? And I think I do. I think at this stage, we just want to keep those 5 alive. And I'll just put 2 things in the middle. Yeah. Okay. Right. So, 2 grapes, 1 meat, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 other things. It's actually interesting, isn't it? Because are 2 camels going to get me a point?
Who knows? It's a question I've never heard before.
I think they will. Okay. So I'm feeding 4 other things other than the ones that have been fed. So that's that one, that one, that one, and that one. So I think these die.
And your farmer
Sad
stay there.
farmers.
Farmers stay there, don't they?
So it should be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Okay. There you go. So I think that's 12 camels. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. Max camels. And points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I did this.
Okay.
Right.
That's me done.
Bad.
It's quite interesting. Towards the end of the game, the civilization just peters out.
Mhm.
It's,
Yeah.
it builds these ziggurats and it just
And then
dies
it
away.
dies away.
And then it really dies away at the end.
So I'm just going to see how. So if I go there, that's
Yep. That'll be 2
two
wells.
2 wells.
Yeah.
It's 4 camels.
So that's a good thing. And I'm also going to go there because I've got that.
Okay. That means you're going to overdose on camels.
No, because they're going to die. Loads are going to die.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah. and I'll just put the other one there. So yeah, I can't keep all these things alive.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep that one alive. I'm gonna keep that one alive, and I'm gonna keep that one alive.
Yeah, and then any other two.
And then I've got two more, which will be that one and that one. So that's those.
Yeah. So that one dies, and that one dies,
Yeah.
and that one dies, and that one dies.
Yeah. It's bad.
Okay. So,
But I do get wells.
but now you can put a well there and a well
Yeah.
there. So that's 4 camels,
Yeah.
and that's going to be
Yeah.
lots of extra points at the end of the game. You needed those wells.
Yeah.
Camels. You
And
get 6.
6 camels as well. 1, 2, 3.
And points. You get.
Can
1,
I just
2,
say that
3.
that's more camels than I've got the whole time? Just
Wow.
1, 2, 3,
Good.
4, 5, 6, 7 points. Okay, Mark.
Right then.
Final expansion phase.
I have got. I can't use all my food, I don't think, because there's not a place to put
You've
wheat.
got excess food.
I'm not can't use this one because I don't think there's anywhere I can gain
Okay.
wheat.
I mean, you keep it for the final.
So I'm going to keep this one for now. I'm going to do that one, and that one. There's no other thing. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to do that wheat and that wheat.
Mhm.
Right. Can I put this somewhere where I can get a wheat? I don't think I can.
You don't have a ship. You've got a card that allows you to build adjacent to an opposing ziggurat.
Oh.
So if you want to, if there is a wheat space adjacent to an opposing ziggurat, which there isn't.
That's
So,
hilarious.
no.
Okay, so that's not going to be any use to me. So that's those, and I've got 2 left, and I get to build this. So I don't mind. Let me just think. So currently,
You're getting 6 camels.
yeah.
So it depends if you wanted 10 camels or did you want the points.
Yeah, no, I think I want the camels.
Okay. So you use your 2 plows to
Yeah.
keep those 2 alive,
Yeah.
and then everything else dies. So technically you
This
should put
one I
that one
put
on the
this one
board,
down.
but you put it on and then it
Only
dies.
there was somewhere for wheat, but there isn't. And then, let's say, so that one dies, that one dies,
That one dies.
that one dies. Thank you. All right.
So is that right? You had 3 meat, 2 wheat,
Yeah.
and 2 of something else.
Yeah. So we could have 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Right. Still got that. Okay.
Right. Points.
Okay.
Well, camels.
Camels.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 camels.
I'm happy with 10 camels.
Points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 points. Right then. Final actions. Me first. I have 12 camels. I have no idea. And currently I have no food going into the final feeding. So everything under the river is going to die, but then everything else is going to die because I don't have...
But you can do that.
I can do that. That will keep these 2 alive. That will be 4 points.
And I've got 1 wheat.
So,
And I've got no wheat people there.
yeah. And we've also got... Oh, I've got this.
Yes.
Aha. Right. So I'm already on 12. I only need 3 more. And I do want to go up here a bit. So. And I think I want to build this. Although building this is only 1 more point.
Yeah.
So that's 3 camels for 1 point. Whereas that's 3 camels for effectively 4 points. Wow. Okay. I think that's got to be the best thing to do. 3 camels to flip over both of my plough tiles. So those will keep those 2 alive at the end of the game, which is going to be 4 points.
That could be really big.
It could. It could. I've also got 3 camels to take a card. I could take a card that'll keep 1 more thing alive. That effectively gets me no points because the rest are all going to die. So my only thing remaining to do is move up here. Yeah. So we don't want to bother with these because I've already flipped over my plough tiles. And they haven't got space for 2 gold. Otherwise, I could have just given tribute to them twice. And that would have been much easier. Oh, and I can't give tribute to them with gold. Right. So, I think we're going to spend 2 camels to give tribute to the Canaanites, which gets me 2 influence, which is 2 points, but also gets me a ship. Yay, we've got a ship. I'm probably going to spend that ship to give tribute.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I will spend... Oh, such a waste. Unless, if Shem's still awake, or Emmanuel is still awake, the offer to the god, you're at the bottom of the track. What's that? I don't know what that's referring to. If I'm at 15, do I get any bonus for going up?
Doesn't say that.
I'm going to say no, because otherwise there'd be a +1
Yeah.
point or something like that. So I only need 1 more influence on here. So spending 3 camels for 1 more influence is a little bit of a waste, but it does get me that.
No more bonus, no.
Yeah, no more bonus. Okay. So it's probably worth it. I got this as well. Nobody's done this action. This is camels to buy a ship and a farmer or a house.
We've had plenty of houses.
Nobody's done that.
I think these numbers have been quite high, so there hasn't been the need.
But right now, I could take a house and place it. If I could afford to feed it, it'd be extra points. But I can't afford to feed it. So I think my best thing to do is I am going to spend 3 camels. I am going to give a ship to the Amorites, which gets me 3 influence. So bounce off
2
the top.
points.
2 points. And then I'm going to use their ability to give a gold in to move 1 space up on the offerings track.
That's 3 points for you.
Yeah, I want to move 2 more spaces up there would be 4 points. So I spend 2 camels to move 2 more spaces up there. Happy with that. I've got 2 camels left.
Well, you could spend 2 camels to go up there twice.
Hang on.
And that
hang
would be
on.
well
I'm going to undo that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to hang fire on that because I got other plans. I could build this for 3. So I'm going to use that as a camel. And then I'm going to spend 3 camels to build this, which goes here.
Yeah.
Now I can do 3 for 3, but actually I could do 2 for 2 and make an offering. It doesn't make any difference. I was trying to get up.
Yeah.
I was trying to get up to here because that would be 3 more points. I'm a camel short.
Not been the first time you said.
No,
Right, cool.
it's the story of my life. So yeah, 2 camels for 2 bumps up on the tracks,
Better than being a short camel.
and there's no need for this. I've got a spare card because there's no point in me making another offering because it doesn't get me any bonus.
Yeah.
But there's nothing else.
Do it on you.
I don't think there's anything else I can do with 1 camel apart from take a gold, which doesn't do anything. So I think we're done. Oh,
Ali.
I'm exhausted. You said it was an easy game. It was. Suddenly we're thinking about it more.
If I pay 2 of these to get a hut,
We're going to do it.
can I put it
Oh, yeah,
straight?
should do
Can I put it straight
Yeah,
out?
yeah. As an action, you can put a hut out. There you
And
go.
then I can get well.
No,
Too
no.
late.
The
Too
wells
late.
is only there.
Aren't I in that phase?
No, we're currently here. We're in
Oh.
actions.
That's not going to work.
So you can't do it to place a well.
You might want to take that back.
Yeah, if you're not going to be able
When
to feed
am I?
it.
Well, if I can work out a way of, yeah, I'm not going to feed it.
No.
I won't. No, I won't. Okay, that's fine. 10. I thought that was going to be really good. In which case, I will just move up.
2 up,
So what? To get that one.
which goes here. You get a
Go in
boat.
there, and I get a boat. I'm then going to spend 2. Sorry, I didn't. That was
You
so
did 2
2
for
to
2.
do that.
Yep.
And then 2 to go.
2 to give you
Two
tribute to the Canaanites.
Give the little boat.
Yeah.
1, 2.
So that's
Yeah,
2 influence.
Yeah.
And you get another boat. You give them a boat,
Yeah.
and they say, "Thank you very much. Here's a boat."
Another boat.
I will then spend a boat.
So 1 camel and a boat.
1 camel. And that was my boat.
Get you another influence, and get you to flip a plough marker over
I'm then going to spend another little chap
for another.
and one of those.
Yeah, that's nice, because that moves you up another influence, which is 2 points.
All my hopes are destroyed.
Thing. Okay.
Gates are closed. They don't want any more.
Exactly.
Too long.
So do these score you extra if I have?
You'll get 1 extra point, because all of the ziggurats are going to score. Well, everything is going to score again, but all of your huts are probably going to die.
Yeah.
Well, apart from 2 of them.
Yeah. Okay.
That's only worth 2 points, isn't there? It's 4 points for Paul. I still think you got this, Paul.
You think? Okay.
I'm not sure.
No, I'm not sure.
I think the best thing to do
Because you're going to get
for a few extra points.
points.
There's no extra points for those.
Taking a card will allow you to keep one of your huts alive,
Oh, it will
which
do.
is
Won't
effectively 1 point.
Yes. Okay. I know, and that's.
It's the same. A ziggurat will be a point as well.
I'll just do
But a
ziggurat.
ziggurat's
It's
more
too
impressive.
much. Yeah. Too much thinking.
Scores twice in it, right?
No. Well, it already scored this round.
Of course, yeah.
It's going to score at the end of the game.
Done.
Right then, Mark. Final actions for the game.
So I really wanted to put the 1 in there because that's worth 3 points for me. I think
Yeah.
I have to do this. Well, I haven't got a gold, which means it's going to cost me 1 camel to do that,
1 camel to get a gold.
and then 1 camel to place it.
2 camels to place
Place
it.
it. That's 3 camels.
Yeah.
I've then got to go up here, which is now 6 camels, and I want to place this, which is 5 camels. That's 11 camels. I have 10,
11.
11.
There you go.
So I think that's what I want to do.
Okay.
Because that's 3 points. That's 1 point plus 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay. So first thing is 3 for 3.
Yeah.
Done. Then 1 camel for 1 gold.
1 camel
Yeah.
for 1 gold.
Right.
And then I'm going to place the gold.
For 2 camels. So
Yeah.
you get the gold. That goes there. You get 2 influence. You get a ship. Have a ship.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Don't want a ship. Have a ship.
And now I've got 5. Oh, actually, it's only 4.
It's only 4.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's better than doing this.
Okay. It can only go there.
Yep. And that's going to die anyway. And I've got no weak place. So now I've got...
Oh, no.
No, I don't.
Any
No.
farmers?
Sorry?
No farmers.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
And I've now got 1 camel.
You're in the same position I was. You've already used your camel for gold, so you can't do that.
Oh, yeah.
You could buy a card.
I could buy a card, and I've got none of those and none of those. So I could gain a hut and put it somewhere with wheat that will survive, but there isn't.
There isn't anywhere.
We've already discovered this. So I actually don't think this. And I've got this. And that's no use to me.
No, because there isn't anywhere you can get to with the ship that's adjacent to wheat. No. Blame the pesky red player for blocking off these spaces.
Yeah.
That's what I'd do.
Severe lack of wheat. So I'm not going to waste any more time.
Okay, we are done. So clean up.
Sorry, wait a minute. I could get anywhere I could put one of these.
Oh, yeah, there.
There.
Ah,
Yes, okay.
so you can do something.
So I can. But I can't do that and that.
No, you got to do both. Okay, so clean up in round 6.
Yeah.
You don't need to bother with
Yeah.
because the game is over. But we now do the flood. So the first thing that happens before end of game scoring is the flood happens. Look at these poor farmers.
Bye.
Swept away in the flood. Right, we now score influence. So I've got the most influence, so I get
10 points.
10 points. 82. And then take away the 4.
Sally gets 6.
Sally is next and gets 6.
Right.
And
3.
you get 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's the influence done. Next, we do the offerings, but in round 6, you skip the offerings. You don't get any.
Every time I've
Let's do
been
yours.
Every time you
Let's do yours first, Paul. See how far you are.
We'll do mine first. Okay, so all of my wells are worth 1.
3 points.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. All of my ziggurats are worth 2. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go on, we'll do marks next. So you've got 4 ziggurats out at 4 points each.
Yeah.
That's 16. 16 is 87.
Yeah.
And your wells, you've
9
got
points for
9
Wells.
points for wells. There you go. Sally,
Excellent.
it's the same.
Yeah.
No.
I've only got 2 wells.
So it's 16 for the ziggurats. 1, 2, 3, 2. And then 3 times 2 is another 6.
Good.
Yeah, you've got this easily.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that is the end of the game. We now do final scoring. So in final scoring, which is printed here, everybody has to feed everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody that isn't fed dies. And then we do points. So I have 2 plows, which I use to keep these 2 alive. I then score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I get 10 points. And that is it.
Yeah, okay.
99.
I thought that you weren't, yeah.
Mark, anybody managed to feed?
No, they're all dead.
They're all dead. But you're getting 10 points from your ziggurats,
Yeah.
which puts you on 106.
Wow.
Sally, did you manage to keep people alive?
Get those 2.
2. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 195.
Nice. Good.
Wow. Well
That's quite
played.
close.
That was, I mean, I didn't know who was going to win, but
Yeah.
what was interesting is you built wide,
Yeah.
you built tall.
Yeah.
But in the end, you did manage to get all 4 ziggurats out.
Yeah.
So having the extra point at the end of the game for that, I mean, your end of game scoring was 10. Mine was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Mine was 10. We both got 10 points at the end of the game.
This was
The point was that
Yeah.
getting the
Makes
offerings up
difference.
to the top, and I was surprised you managed to do it because these were full, weren't they?
Yeah, I wasn't using it. Hardly you touched
So
these in
how
the game.
was you getting? Oh, because you did it in a previous rounds.
Yeah,
You
each
did
round I
three,
was chucking 3 camels, that's
and
it.
3.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, we're done.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. I mean, as mentioned at the start, this is a sponsored playthrough, so we're not going to tell you how much we like the game because that would be wrong.
We normally go to bed at 9, so...
Yeah, this has
That
been
tells you.
this has been longer than I thought, but that's because we were thinking quite a lot.
I'm talking about it as well.
We were thinking about it. We were talking about it. The objective of this video is to show you how the game plays to help you make a decision about whether it's the kind of game that you're going to like. But also, if you do back the game and you do get the game whenever it comes out, this video will hopefully teach you how to play the game because they're not going to change any of the rules. As we heard from Shem earlier on, the only difference that there is going to be in the final version of this game to this one is these purple pieces are not going to be as dark. Other than that, the rest of the game is going to be exactly as you see it here. There will be a link to the upcoming crowdfunding campaign in the description of this video. If it's not already there, I will put it there very soon. And it goes live on the 10th of June. So, yeah, if you're interested
Got a note in my diary then.
in Assyria 2nd edition, there you go. Thank you very much to you two for joining me and for
pleasure.
practicing
Always.
last night.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shem, for being there and watching us, and to Emmanuel Ornella for being here tonight, and for your great design and your other great designs as well. We're all done. See you all next time.
Good to see.
Cheers, everyone. Good night.
Good night.